Oh man, does it feel like it's been forever since we've been able to come together and watch a basketball game. But here tonight, we got two heavyweights swinging at each other as the Oklahoma City Thunder welcome, and boy oh boy is it a warm welcome, to the New York Knicks taking on the Thunder in Oklahoma today. It should be an incredible matchup here tonight between these two teams. At least I hope so. The Knicks didn't have that great of an outing the other night against the Charlotte Hornets, so they got to redeem themselves here tonight. And win, lose, or draw, I think we all can agree, we kind of just want to see them play better, right? Give us the good Knicks back here tonight and all will be forgiven, but we got a whole lot to talk about. All will be explained in due time. Let's go ahead and start the show. We're back, baby. We are indeed back, and what a night to come back as the Knicks are taking on the world champ, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who, by the way, are fully healthy. Chet Holmgren was a little questionable coming into tonight, but he is available to play as everybody becomes available to play when it comes time to play the Knicks. Everybody want to give the Knicks the best shot, right? Including the Charlotte Hornets the other night, who really took it to the Knicks as if it were a playoff matchup, and are now struggling a little bit after that performance. But here tonight, as they went down to the 76ers and now struggling against the Boston Celtics. But, kind of is what it is. It's only a 14-point game. They were down about as many as 18, but we'll get to that game later on in the night here. Tonight, our primetime main event game. Here we go. Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? Ricardo Brothway, what's up, Ricardo? Raymond Vasquez, what's up, Raymond? Sean Edith, what's up, Sean? Get off my lawn records, my guy. Appreciate you. So today's game is either going to be a joke or a serious preview of potential finals matchups. Yes, depending on how this game goes, you will hear one of two things from me. If the Knicks are getting their butts kicked, it will simply just be another regular season game, and the Knicks are saving themselves for a playoff run. And if the Knicks are competitive and maybe even end up pulling this victory off here today against the Thunder, you will hear from me that this Knicks team is primed and ready to go come playoff time, and it is a showcase of them being one of the best teams in the NBA. One of two ways I'm going to find a way to exacerbate this game here tonight. DCO Love, what's up, DCO? Justice's dad, of course, my guy, Joseph, what's up, Joseph? Susan earlier in the chat as well, what's up, Susan? All right, here we go, y'all. Deuce McBride is available. The big news coming out right before the game started here tonight, before we got to this point of the pregame here. Deuce McBride was announced that he will be available here tonight. He's ready to go. The deuce is loose. That's right, I'm saying the deuce is loose here tonight in Oklahoma City. Now, he will be on a little bit of a minutes restriction, so we don't see the full range and use of Deuce McBride here today. But I'm so excited to have one of our best perimeter defenders and one of our best three-point shooters back available to us here tonight on this team. My goodness, it's been 2 months since Deuce McBride originally went out with what should have been a simple ankle injury where he would have came back in about 2 weeks, ended up finding out he had a sports hernia, got the surgery, and it's been 2 months. 2 months, 2 weeks turned into 2 months with a simple examination where they found something a little bit more than just an ankle injury. And so he got it taken care of, and here we are. We asked for the final handful of games of the regular season. We're at about, I believe, 8 games remaining here. So about right on schedule, if not maybe even earlier than right on schedule. He's back. He's on a little bit of minutes restriction. I assume it's mostly because of, conditioning kind of things where you don't want to just throw him out there after hernia surgery to just run around out there for 20, 25 minutes. We'll probably see him for probably around 15, I assume. 15 minutes or so. Eric, what's up, Eric? Eric Lyerly, what's up, Eric? What's good? What's good, my dog? Raymond, what's up, Raymond? Deuce is back. Deuce is back. Raymond, Deuce is back. Sean Edit said Deuce needed his ankles to shoot with the high release. With his high release point, Yup. And we will see it in full effect here tonight. Hopefully he's ready to go. I can't wait for it. Now, Landry Shamet still remains out. The Knicks not fully 100% healthy yet, but they are on their way. A team that is fully 100% healthy is the Oklahoma City Thunder, but we will get to those losers in a minute. I joke. They're world champions. I can joke like that when it comes to the Thunder. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? Miss Mar, what's up, Miss Mar? So let's get to it. Let's start with the captain, Jalen Brunson, who I thought was one of the few guys who actually brought it against the Charlotte Hornets the other night. He looked like he knew it was a playoff type of atmosphere the other night in Charlotte, whereas some of his other teammates were still kind of whining into the game, being like, dang, man, Hornets really taking it to us here tonight. So Jalen Brunson, I expect the repeat performance here today against the best team in the NBA, against the best perimeter defense in the NBA, fully healthy, ready to go to stop Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns here tonight. So it's not going to be reliant entirely. He's obviously a huge part of what we got to do tonight in order to win the game, but it's not going to be reliant on just Jalen Brunson, but also reliant upon, of course, Karl-Anthony Towns. We know what Towns is capable of. We know what he's been doing this season. He had a pretty disappointing performance against the Charlotte Hornets, was not physical enough, was not ready for the physicality that the Charlotte Hornets brought. I think he thought, oh, I'll just calmly walk in here. They're not a super big team. I'll just dominate the way I've always dominated this season, especially on the boards. And they did everything possible to get this man out of his game, and he just kind of allowed it to happen. I think he was a little shell-shocked by the physicality and the level that the Charlotte Hornets got to in that game. And so hopefully he's ready to go here tonight, knowing that the Oklahoma City Thunder are bringing it to a level that the Knicks should be ready for here tonight. Right? We know that they can get to a championship level as they did last season, winning the championship. And so they got to bring their A game here tonight. It is a nationally covered game, so cameras everywhere. They got the studio on the court right now with McGrady and Carter, Vince Carter, that is, Carmelo Anthony, and Maria Taylor. So they got the whole crew out there. The Knicks know it. They feel it in the air. The atmosphere should be crazy here tonight. We know Oklahoma City is one of the best fan bases in the NBA, and they will be loud and ready to go. So the Knicks got to come prepared to pull this victory off against what has been, for the past 2 years, the best team in the NBA, and the team that right now is holding the crown. Trapped in the 90s. What's up, Trapped in the 90s? Hector Ramos. What's up, Hector? Bonita Crandon. What's up, Crandon? Lano Monas as well. What's up, Lano? Eamon Owens. What's up, Eamon? So it's not going to be just Jalen Brunson. It's not going to be just Karl-Anthony Towns, who we need a better performance of against a high-caliber opponent here tonight. But it's also going to be on OG Anunoby, who was the other guy outside of Jalen Brunson, who I thought brought it at least in the first half. Second half kind of went MIA again. But these are our three guys. And I think it's kind of cemented at this point that these are our three guys, because the guy who has not really been showing up to the degree that we need him to show up is Mikal Bridges. And this constantly becomes the discussion with the New York Knicks, is like, okay, well, what is Mikal Bridges doing out there, right? If it's not the defense, it's the offense. And if it's not the offense, it's the defense. It just feels like the Knicks traded all of their assets to get a two-way wing, one of the most valuable archetypes in the NBA, and he's just not providing on a consistent basis both ways at the same time. He's either good defensively but can't knock down a shot, or is on fire and isn't really bringing it defensively to the degree that you need him to. So I just kind of want him to get a baseline of good offense and good defense, and then we'll worry about him getting to great on either side of the scale. But I just need a baseline of good for him, right? And I think he's brought it really good. He's been really good defensively, especially these past couple of weeks while the offense has struggled outside of a game or two here and there where the defense was not good and the offense was also not good. But at a certain point, the name of the game in basketball is to put the ball in the basket. And he's capable, right? Some guys, their role isn't to put the ball in the basket. Part of Mikal Bridges' role is to put the ball in the basket. And he has not been doing that to the level that we know he's capable of doing it. So we need him to just get back and do that as well. Oda Austin, what's up, Oda? Trapped in the 90s said, let's go, Deuce. Deuce McBride is on his way. We'll get to him in a second here, but first, let's cover the last starter here for the New York Knicks, and that is indeed Josh Hart. Josh Hart, who I think for the most part always tends to bring it. Haven't loved him the past 2 or 3 games or so I need him to wake back up. I really liked what I saw from him. The fact, Clyde birthday, 81 today. Oh my goodness, the Knicks better bring it tonight. They better bring it tonight. I didn't realize Clyde's birthday was what? March 29th? Is so close to my mom's. My mom and Clyde, yes sir. Josh Hart, we know what he is capable of, and it's why it's so frustrating when he catches the ball, is wide open on either the wing or the corner, and refuses to shoot it, turns down the shot, and then drives it in traffic to maybe collapse the defense and kick it out to one of his better shooting wing teammates between Anunoby and Bridges, despite Bridges not really knocking down shots lately. But the problem I have with Josh Hart is, for example, 3 nights ago now, or 2 nights ago, the other game that they played against the Charlotte Hornets, and the Knicks are down in the fourth quarter. It's not very likely they're going to make this comeback. They're down 18 going into the fourth, so it's pretty much over. And then Josh Hart at the end of the game, like last 3 minutes or so, was grabbing a rebound, running down, pulling up shots from the perimeter, whether it's long twos or pull-up threes, and he's knocking them down, and they're looking good, and even if he's not knocking them down, they're in and out. And I look at Josh Hart, and I'm like, you know you can do that for the first 45 minutes of the game, right, man? You know we know you're capable. So just line it up and knock it down, right? If you, like Alex Caruso is another guy who we'll get to later tonight. We'll look at his percentages. Not a good three-point shooter at all. Teams guard him the way teams guard Alex Caruso the same way that teams guard Josh Hart. In that if there's anybody who's going to leave wide open from three and dare to shoot, it's going to be these two guys, Josh Hart and Alex Caruso. The difference between them is Alex Caruso will step in there, line it up, and if he goes 1 for 11 from three-point range that night, guess what? He goes 1 for 11 from three-point range that night. Josh Hart will miss his first 2 threes of the night and stop shooting. The confidence ends there. Now, to be fair, Josh Hart is a better driver and finisher at the basket than Alex Caruso is, but brother, we know you're capable. You're shooting 40% from three this year, so you should know you're capable. We've done this rant multiple times this season, and especially post-All-Star break. Just be confident, line it up, get me to about 5 or 6 three-point attempts per game. 4 three-point attempts a game, I'll take. He's shooting like 3 of them a game on average, and yet during these games, he's still turning down shots. Bible, what's up, Bible? Don't Knicks put up a good fight this game, but Knicks always bring it against the best. Need JB to go off and Josh Hart get these rebounds. Yeah, you know, outside of the shooting, because I'm not going to comment on the other things because he consistently does the other things. He consistently rebounds. He consistently pushes the pace. Consistently looks to find his teammates, especially in transition. I'm not worried about that side of it. I'm not even worried about the defense, where I think he's been very good defensively this year, for the most part. There's been some things that Josh Hart struggles with that he continues to struggle with this year, but that's besides the point. The biggest thing with Josh Hart is shoot the dang ball, but you know what? And before we get to him, let's get to Mitchell Robinson real quick. It continues to be fantastic. He's been very active on social media lately, kind of just putting out into the world his kind of mindset right now. He seems to be in a really good place. He's in high spirits, and I love that for him. And he's expressed how the team was really trusting him to be the anchor defensively right now. And he has taken that in, and he's decided to be maybe not decided, but feels more comfortable being a more vocal leader. Tammy, what's up, Tammy? Ozahar, what's up, Ozahar? Right? Mitchell Robinson feels more comfortable being a vocal leader on this team, kind of calling out teammates when they need to be called out, calling for the team to be better overall defensively, calling for them to come out with the right mindset. And I love that for Mitchell Robinson. I think that's great. As Indiana is absolutely dominating Miami right now with 30 seconds left. Miami's going to go down to Indiana. Crazy outcome. And I love that for Mitch, who I think is playing some of his best basketball of his career lately. I really do. And I'm happy he's healthy, and hopefully he remains healthy for these final 8 games or so going into the playoffs, so we can have a healthy Mitchell Robinson for the playoff run, and then we're all from there, baby. Then we're all from there. This was the goal from the start. Trey Deep, what's up, Trey? Eamon O's, what's up, Eamon? Just that said Mitch over Cat in the Charlotte game. Yes, indeed. I mean, Cat just really didn't bring it. It's not like Mitchell Robinson was having this great game and decided to play Mitch over Cat. Cat just didn't bring it the other night against Charlotte, so they were like, all right, best option is Mitchell Robinson, who's a starting caliber center. Clippers barely beat the Pacers too. Yes, indeed. The Pacers are going to go ahead and mess up this draft pick they have that's top 4 protected, and I love that. They drop down to 5. I would love that for them to drop out of this lottery, right? Because they can get a lottery pick next year. Who cares? Next year's draft is not nearly as good as this year's draft. Drop out of this year's draft, and I'd love them forever. My goodness. All right, now let's get to the star of the show, baby. Deuce McBride. If you guys didn't know, let me tell you right now, Deuce McBride is finally available after a 2-month hiatus with a sports hernia surgery to get himself right and ready to go. I thought it was a wise and smart decision to get it done when he did, so that it was not a lingering issue come playoff time that could ultimately have sidelined him for the entirety of the playoffs. Just get the surgery done early, get it out of the way. 2-month recovery period, and he makes his return here tonight with 8 games to go in the regular season. He will be on a little minutes restriction here tonight. To me, that says probably around 15-ish minutes or so. We'll see how many minutes he ends up playing. We'll see. They did not specify the amount of minutes restriction he's on. Trey said Detroit in 6 over Knicks. We'll see, brother. We'll see. It will be indeed a battle come playoff time. Al Machinery, what's up, Al? Bible said they need to retire number 23 after LeBron. We'll see. I doubt they do it. They didn't even retire Jordan at 23, so I doubt they'll retire LeBron. Bible said they need to. Oh, I read that. Sean said, imagine how aggressive Detroit's going to be on Cat if they match up in the playoffs. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will say, I just think Karl-Anthony Towns really did, in combination with that, of course, that is part of it, but also Karl-Anthony Towns just did not bring it. He did not bring it against the Charlotte Hornets. We've seen what Karl-Anthony Towns looks like when he does bring it. Hopefully he brings it here tonight. I expect him to bring it here tonight. Should have a much better game. Karen, what's up, Karen? Always love to see you in the chat, Karen. Hope all is well. Lana Mona said Deuce is back. Deuce is back. The Deuce is loose. A 42% lockdown perimeter defender, even though he is only about 6'1" is generous what they have him listed at. He's probably closer to 6 feet, if maybe even that. But his long wingspan, his high shooting release allows him to get three-point shots off against anybody, and he's one of the, actually not, I'm going to phrase this differently. He's not one of the. He is the best perimeter defender, point of attack defender on the New York Knicks, right? The Knicks really struggle, and you saw it against Charlotte, against speedy point of attack guards, or guards who initiate offense, so they really struggled against LaMelo, and even though Deuce McBride gives up obviously about 6 or 7 inches to LaMelo Ball, I think he was incredibly integral in that game. It will be incredibly integral to a playoff run for the New York Knicks, as well as Landry Shamet. Do we get to Shamet next? We do get to Shamet, as well as Landry Shamet is going to be incredibly integral come playoff time, but he is not available here tonight. So the Knicks still not 100% whole, unlike the Oklahoma City Thunder, but we will get to them, who are 100% ready to go here tonight. Trey said, so can we say that Boston for sure is in the finals? We can't really say that yet, Trey. There's a whole playoffs to play. Jose Alvarado is next here, and for the first time since becoming a Knick, after the trade deadline, was benched. He was benched in the second half against Charlotte. He was absolutely horrendous in that first half. Didn't do anything positive at all. Incredible 3 by UConn. Is UConn back in it, Basketball Jones? Let me know. Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? Jose Alvarado was benched in the second half. I know a lot of people were calling for Tyler Kolek. Tyler Kolek got into the game in the second half against Charlotte. I thought he did fine. He did all right. Nothing that stood out too much. He was okay. He was cool. Jose Alvarado was so bad he got benched. We'll see if they go right back to Jose Alvarado here tonight. I expect them to. I think UConn 73, Duke 72, 0.4 left. That's what I'm talking about, Basketball Jones. Get Duke up out of there. Jose Alvarado on the season, averaging 7 points, 2.5 boards, 3.5 assists. It's just not really worked out here in New York so far. He's had some good games. Final UConn won. What a crazy comeback, Basketball Jones. Weren't they down by as many as 20 points? That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out UConn for making that comeback. Something St. John's can do. Jose Alvarado, 7.3 points, 2.5 boards, 3.4 assists. He's just not really brought it outside of a couple of games here and there for the New York Knicks this season. His point of attack defense is fine, but nothing that really has stood out so far. Not in the way that like Deuce McBride stood out when he finally got rotation minutes for the Knicks a season ago after the Anunoby, or 2 seasons ago after the Anunoby trade. So, the interesting part is going to be what Jose Alvarado and Deuce McBride can do in the backcourt together. That's an interesting matchup that I like to see Mike Brown utilize before we officially pull the plug on the Jose Alvarado experiment. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. Dib Keith, what's up, Keith? Duke lost, insane. Duke lost to UConn at the end there. I love to see it. Trey Deep said Jeremy Grant can ball. He's cool. Jeremy Grant's a good basketball player. Bible said they were down 28. Whoa, what a comeback. Wow, I didn't know it was that big. Last I checked, they were down 18. And I just figured they were down by at least 20 at some point. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, let's get to Mo Diwara, who's sporting a new haircut here tonight. I don't know if I really like it. I got to see it in action. He got the headband on. He got the cornrows going. I don't know if I like it, Mo. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I like it. I don't think your hair was long enough yet. I don't think it was long enough. I think you got to grow the hair out a little bit more before you rock it. It's just me, though. We'll see how it looks in action. But what is there left to say about Mo Diwara? You guys know my second favorite player on the team, Mo Diwara, right behind Mitchell Robinson, my guy. 3.6 point, 1.4 rebound, 0.7 assists. Just looking at the counting stats here, you would think, if you didn't know, if you weren't a diehard Knicks fan, you watched every single game, you'd be like, what's so special about Mo Diwara? 6'9", 20 years old, second round, 51st overall pick in the draft last year as a rookie. And he has come onto this team and has slowly built himself up to being absolutely worthy of getting legit rotation minutes for a team that's competing for a championship this year. Absolutely spectacular season from Mo Diwara. What an insane leap for him. I think he's been great. Not good, not okay. I think he has been great for the New York Knicks this season. I'm so happy he's been a part of the rotation and continues to be a part of the rotation. We'll see if he remains a part of the rotation come playoff time. But I think he's been fantastic this year, and I love what the Knicks were able to do in that draft. Not really having a high quality pick, but still able to find a diamond in the rough with Mo Diwara. Sons Jen, what's up, Sons Jen? Hope my Chevy had a great B-Day. She did. It finally ended today at dinner. We had an early dinner so we can get back home and cover our game here today, but celebrated Friday night, celebrated Saturday night, celebrated earlier today with an early dinner. I'm absolutely stuffed. I ate way too much, but I'm ready to go here tonight. I'm ready to go. Bible said, get the like to 50, y'all sub. What's up, Bible? Appreciate you. Karen, of course, as well. Captain of the like brigade as well. Appreciate you, Karen. 100 people need to hit the like button. Appreciate you, Karen. Sons Jen, appreciate you, brother. Trey said, I think the Thunder best the Knicks by double digits. They very well could, Trey. They very well could. The last time these two teams matched up, it was a 3-point victory for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It was a pretty close game for the most part. I think the largest lead was by the Thunder, only 12 points or so. But they were missing some players. So were the New York Knicks. The Knicks didn't have Mitchell Robinson for that matchup. But the Thunder are fully healthy here today. So, we'll see how they match up. It's going to go one of two ways. It's going to go down to the wire, and one of these teams are going to have to pull it off at the end, or the Thunder are just going to run the Knicks off the court. I can't really imagine the Knicks blowing the Thunder out here tonight and just completely outplaying them. Especially this being a national TV game, I fully expect the Thunder to come out with playoff intensity, especially at home here with the crowd on their side. So it's going to be an uphill battle for sure. Bible said, boo, Jeremy. I don't mind Jeremy Sohan. I was actually calling for Jeremy Sohan minutes versus the Charlotte Hornets, right? On a game where it felt like the Hornets were just being more aggressive and physical against the Knicks, I thought maybe go to Jeremy Sohan in the second half. He never did, and I understand why. It's definitely a risky move to just throw a guy out there and just be like, hey, man, give us something. But I definitely would have done that in the same way that he has thrown like Jordan Clarkson out there after he was out of the rotation. Just be like, hey, man, what can you provide? We're missing some offense. Bring some offense. Jeremy Sohan is an energy, effort, defense, rebounding kind of guy, right? And so for a team that was kind of lacking that and rebounding, especially against the Charlotte Hornets the other night, I was like, try Jeremy Sohan. See what he can give you. If he doesn't give you anything, you're already down 18 in the fourth quarter, right? So I was actually calling for Jeremy Sohan minutes. Bible said his confidence not there. You don't really need confidence to play hard. His confidence is never going to be in his jump shot. He's a terrible jump shooter. The jump shot is broken. I don't want him shooting threes. I don't want him playing a Josh Hart role. I want him playing a traditional power forward or a small ball center type of role. And I think he could thrive in that. But this is neither here nor there because he's not a part of the rotation. He's not going to be a part of the rotation. Signing Jeremy Sohan was about getting him in the building and seeing if he's going to be able to earn a rotation spot with the Knicks next season come training camp. So I'm not really worried about Jeremy Sohan moving forward. Bible said he needs to paint his hair Knicks colors orange and blue, then he might get my superpowers. He already painted them orange and blue when he first came to the Knicks. Then he dyed it green for St. Patrick's Day. He'll dye it some other color probably come playoff time. Ben Watkins, what's up, Ben? You don't want him shooting anything. No, not at all, Ben. I don't want him shooting anything. I'm with you. I want him as a small ball five, right? And obviously that's very specific situations. Where you would have Jeremy Sohan in there as a small ball five. But I thought the Charlotte game, why not throw him out there, try to just muck the game up and be as physical as possible and defend and just kind of get your team rolling a little bit, turn defense into offense, try to get some easy ones, try to call some turnovers, try to get some rebounds and get going, right? He can grab and go as well. These are some of the strength that Jeremy Sohan has. Still needs to be refined. He's only 22 years old, so, still has some potential to continue to grow his game. I definitely don't want him shooting anything. I'm with you there, Ben. Trey said, I think they run the Knicks out of OKC. They very well could, Trey. They very well could. Aisha with the Aisha. Chef triumphant Palm Sunday. Appreciate you, Aisha. Appreciate you. Speaking of, Jordan Clarkson is back in the rotation after a really solid stint after being out of the rotation for majority of the middle of the season there, especially post All-Star break. When Deuce McBride went down, they needed guys to step up and step in Jordan Clarkson. And I love what Jordan Clarkson was able to provide for this team as a veteran leader, where he showed to every other player on this team, like, stay ready, man. Stay ready. Because Jordan Clarkson was out of the rotation, could have huffed and puffed a little bit, could have been like, I don't know. I thought I'd be playing or was a part of the rotation. I helped this team win the NBA Cup. And he could have sulked a little bit. Not a lot. He never did. He stayed solid. He stayed ready. He stayed professional. He consistently rooted for his teammates, never put his head down, kept putting the work in. And then when his number was called, the Knicks dealt with some injuries. Guys weren't playing well. The Knicks were dogging a little bit offensively in the middle of the season there. Mike Brown called on Jordan Clarkson. He stepped right in and was ready to go the moment his number was called. And I will always appreciate Jordan Clarkson for the season that he's had this year. Not a perfect player by any means. What's up, Darnell? Ian Parkins, what's up, Ian? And I really respect Jordan Clarkson. A lot more. I respect Jordan Clarkson a lot more this year than I have in any other season in his career, even his Sixth Man of the Year season. Ian Parkins said, I've been a Knicks fan since Pat Ewing was a rookie. This is the best team we've had, but I wouldn't be surprised if we lose in the first round. Bad coach. I know Ian is not a fan of Mike Brown, and I get the trepidation with Mike Brown. I don't entirely agree at all. I think he's on the same level as Tom Thibodeau. He definitely needs to start pushing the right buttons with this team. I think he's had instances where he's pushed the wrong buttons completely, but he's also had instances where he has pushed the right buttons. We just need to make sure we're pushing the right buttons come playoff time. I felt worse about Tom Thibodeau going to the playoffs last year than I do about Mike Brown going to the playoffs this year. That doesn't really mean a whole lot, but we'll see how it plays itself out. Trey said, what Knicks need to do is throw that dude What Knicks need to do is throw that dude in they Knicks got from OKC. Gotcha, brother. Not sure what you're saying, but I got you, Trey. Sure. Bible said, parking, we got an okay coach. Ian. Yeah, we got an okay coach. Just need a strong power forward, two-way inside-out power forward, and Knicks got it. I mean, OG Anunoby is essentially the power forward of this team at this point, where he's really a small forward, but he's big enough to play power forward. I agree with you. They need a more traditional power forward option. But, they don't have one. They often go small, or they, go big and they slide Karl-Anthony Towns down the power forward. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully they go to it tonight. They probably will need to go to it tonight with Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren available to the Thunder here tonight. Haitian Mike with the patient night. Don't worry tonight, a big win tonight. I hope so. I'm with you, Haitian. I'm with you. We can get to Tyler Kolek, who played a little bit in that Charlotte game. I thought he was fine. Didn't do anything too bad, but also didn't do anything to stand him out. He's dropped down in the depth chart, but at this point, it seems like Mike Brown's ready to try Tyler Kolek again after a, pretty rough stint from Jose Alvarado. Trey said, would Knicks fans be upset if they got a new arena? You mean would they be upset if they had to play in anything other than the world's most famous arena? Probably. Joseph Taylor, what's up, Joseph? Leeway Shi, what's up, Leeway? This is not a do or die game. Win or lose, we're still in the playoffs. Very true, very true. But you would like to see a good matchup. You would like to see the Knicks show up tonight. Raymond said Brown is slow making changes when they're needed. I just can't get on board with that criticism when last year we had Mike Brown, when we had Tom Thibodeau last year, who never made changes, no matter how much it was very evident that they needed to make changes. Daniel Dash, what's up, Daniel Dash? Henry Robinson, what's up, Henry? Greg William, what's up, Greg? The Knicks can take it if they make high percentage shots, no misses. Yeah, I mean, knock down the open ones is always the phrase I go to. Hopefully they can generate open ones, and hopefully they knock them down when they do. Let's get to the Oklahoma City Thunder. We have, 9 minutes to go? 7 minutes to go before we get the tip-off here. Shai is probably the favorite in the MVP, although there is a mighty, mighty push from the Victor Wembanyama fans of the world, which, he's got a solid case for MVP, but I still think it's Shai's to lose this season. K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? Russell Field, what's up, Russell? No real small forward. I mean, OG Anunoby's a real small forward. What the Knicks don't have is a true power forward. But what is a true small forward? What is a true power forward in modern NBA? They don't really exist anymore. Daniel Dash said, very interesting match, like Boston versus Charlotte, I assume? Which, the last I checked, the Celtics were blowing them out. It's a 16-point game. They got a nice major lead against the Hornets here. We'll see how that one continues to play out. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll obviously see the ending to that one as they are already past the halfway point of the third quarter there. We've got a lot of games tipping off as the Raptors are just running the Magic off the court here. We got Rockets Pelicans that just tipped off. Games that are already in. The Clippers beat the Bucks. Pacers beat the Heat, baby. Pacers beat the Heat. You love to see it. All right, so Shai, we know what he's capable of. MVP. Do the Knicks have an option for him? No, they do not. No, they do not. Henry Robinson. Hey, Gilgeous Alexander. We know what he's capable of. He's the MVP of the league, likely to go back-to-back with MVPs, though not promised right now with the way Wemby has been playing lately and what he's got San Antonio doing. But I still think likely back-to-back MVP seasons for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander here. The Knicks don't really have an option to guard him. Nobody really has an option to guard him. I mean, the guy scored 20-plus points in every game he's played this season, even going back to last season, 130-plus games in a row of scoring 20 points or more. So he will likely score 20 points again here tonight. I will say he had a bad shooting night the other night, but, you know, it's the Knicks. It's a national TV game. They're back at home. I expect him to show up and show out here tonight. Extremely high efficiency player, 55% from the field, 38% from three-point range. He's been phenomenal so far this year. TT in the morning. What's up, TT? Pistons got them tomorrow. Got to see how OKC is balling today. Absolutely, TT, absolutely. It's in Detroit, isn't it? Or is it in Oklahoma? Trey said Dylan Jones, that's the guy the Knicks need to play. I mean, he's a two-way player. I don't think they're going to be trying to incorporate Dylan Jones at this point in the season. I do like Dylan Jones, but again, like Jeremy Sohan, it was about getting him in the building and giving him an opportunity to fight for a rotation spot next season. Roger Giowa said, would be sick if Wemby pulls a D-Rose. It would be. It would be. Young On, what's up, Young On? All right, let's get to J-Dub, who has returned, and since returning from the injury, has not really played well. He's averaging 17 points on the season, 5 boards, 5.4 assists, and I've been on record saying consistently this season that unless they have J-Dub return to J-Dub form, which he has not so far this season, he's been dealing with injuries and been on and off the court all season long. It's in Oklahoma, TT. All right, tough game in Oklahoma. They do play the Knicks today, and if they play Detroit tomorrow, I haven't looked ahead of the schedule, but if they play Detroit tomorrow, it is the second night of a back-to-back. I know you guys are without Cunningham, but we'll see how they match up. Should be a fun one. J-Dub, if they don't have J-Dub for this playoff run return to form, I don't see the Thunder repeating, right? I think he is the linchpin that makes all of this a legit championship team, and without him, they could still make the finals, I guess, but it's going to be extremely difficult, especially when you have to probably end up matched with the Spurs or the Nuggets. I don't even want to put the Rockets in that conversation at this point, but the Spurs and the Nuggets, to me, it's still in the conversation for being able to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in the playoffs this year. We could even throw a healthy Minnesota team in that conversation as well. Chet Holmgren, who was questionable coming into tonight, missed the previous couple of games, I believe, but he is back tonight because, of course, everybody comes back to play the Knicks. Chet Holmgren, 17 points, 8.8 rebounds. It looked like he's taken a nice offensive leap this season for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The three-point shot is kind of rounding in the form. He's respectable from three-point range, and the last time these two teams matched up, he had 22 points in the first half and knocked down 5 threes. I believe in the first quarter alone, he knocked down 5 threes. So it was that kind of night for him. We'll see if he's got that kind of repeat performance. I'm sure the Knicks will probably live a little bit with daring him to shoot, challenging him to shoot, but they got to make sure they get a hand out this time so that he doesn't knock down 5 threes in the first half again. Ben Watkins said, we own OKC. Can't wait to sweep them in the playoffs. We'll see, Ben. We'll see. I'm assuming a Spurs fan, Ben. I'm assuming a Spurs fan. Trey said, what just good defense? We do have snipers. Just good defense? I don't know what you mean, brother. Ben said, we will. We'll see. We'll see. I'll tell you what, man. We will be tuned in, locked in all playoffs long, Ben. And best believe if the Thunder and the Spurs match up in the playoffs, we will make it a priority to watch as many of those games as possible. Let's get to Lou Dort, who has kind of built the reputation now as dirtiest player in the NBA, although I think he's kind of dialed his game back a little bit after building that reputation, being like, oh, man, I can't keep playing the way I'm playing. Which I find kind of commendable at least, but it is still dangerous when you go up against Lou Dort, who will be nudging you, sticking his legs out a little bit, bumping you on your way to the basket and knocking you over maybe sometimes purposely and with a little extra force than usual. So hopefully everybody plays a good game tonight and everybody stays healthy is honestly where I'm at for the Knicks in order to get to the playoffs. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? Mitch might be fired up tonight after chewing out the team effort. Absolutely, Yak. We talked about it when we got to Mitchell Robinson earlier in the pregame here. Russell Field said someone said OKC can pay Hartenstein. Any truth to that? I mean, they can. We could check out their financial sheet during halftime or so. But Henry said Dort 6 points, 5 fouls. He will be matched up primarily with Jalen Brunson in the starting lineup here. So, yeah, hopefully Brunson can get him to foul trouble early and get him out of the game. But it doesn't even really particularly matter because of the guys that are coming off the bench for him. We got Isaiah Hartenstein next, and you guys know how I feel about Hartenstein. I got nothing nice to say. He's a traitor and a true Benedict Arnold. I hate how good he is at basketball. I hate how impactful he is in the games. I absolutely hate this man to my dying sports heart. I hate this man. I have a sports hate for Isaiah Hartenstein for the remainder of his career. I don't even care if he ever comes back to the New York Knicks ever again in his life. I will hate him. He will be the only Knick to ever wear a Knicks jersey that I will truly hate and wish to be bad again. He's a Benedict Arnold, a traitor to the New York Knicks organization, a traitor to his teammates, and a traitor to this fan base, and I don't respect anybody who actually likes Isaiah Hartenstein who is also a Knicks fan. I'm sorry. But that's just a me problem, and I know. Basketball Jones, Benedict Arnold, absolutely. Eric Lyerly said, one question, does the Seattle supersize get that championship ring back now? Does it stay in OKC? It stays in OKC, and they likely, not strip, but Seattle probably takes that history back away from OKC. Now that, I think OKC has been around long enough, right? Almost a decade now? Actually, over a decade. They've been here for over a decade now, so. Yak said OKC drafted a center this year who got hurt is his replacement. Absolutely, Yak. They drafted Thomas Sorber, who is one of the best defensive prospects in that draft, and unfortunately he's out for the whole year with an ACL tear. So let's get through the end of their bench, guys, real quickly here. We're going to get to tip-off in a minute. Alex Caruso, 6.4 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2 assists. Like Josh Hart, is not a good three-point shooter, 28% this year, absolutely horrendous. I've seen him have games where he's 1 for 11 from 3. I've seen him have games where he's 4 for 5 from 3. So the Knicks hopefully have a night where Alex Caruso can buy basket from the perimeter as long as they guard him correctly and he doesn't knock down his shots. The Knicks should be able to have an opportunity to play him off the court a little bit, but we'll see. Unlike Josh Hart, he'll let them things fly, and it's part of the reason why he's 28% from three-point range, but at least he lets them fly, and I appreciate him that. AP said game of the year, we got to get it. I'm with you, AP. I'm with you. Kayson Wallace, 8.6 points, 3.2 boards, 2.5 assists. It's crazy they found the perfect understudy for Alex Caruso, an aging Alex Caruso, who's the veteran of the team. Kayson Wallace is really good, and now coming off the bench, now that they're fully healthy, he had a really nice stint as a starter, as the starting point guard, and then as a starting shooting guard for this Thunder team, and now they have the benefit of bringing him off the bench. Another guy they have the benefit of bringing off the bench was a guy they traded absolutely nothing for. They traded a measly first-round pick, a Rockets first-round pick. It's not even a valuable first-round pick, for a guy last year who was in the running for Rookie of the Year. And Philadelphia just decided to just throw him to the side for nothing. Absolutely insane trade by the Philadelphia 76ers, and an insane snipe by the Oklahoma City Thunder, 8.4 points, but he's now up to 40% from three-point range after barely playing this year because Philadelphia felt like, oh man, we don't have enough spots in our rotation to find minutes for Jaren McCain, while a much deeper team in the Oklahoma City Thunder have found avenues to play Jaren McCain. It is absolutely ridiculous and is emblematic of how poor Nick Nurse is coaching the Philadelphia 76ers so far this season. Don't like it at all. Just that's a Chet announced as a guard? Might have just been a mistake. Farm Boy TV, what's up, Farm Boy? JC Brunson Robinson, OG, Diwara connection, let's go Knicks. I'm with you, Farm Boy TV. Isaiah Gardner, what's up, Isaiah? Duke choked bad. Just finished watching that game. I heard. A 3 at the last second for UConn won them the game. All right, let's get to the last couple of guys. Aaron Wiggins, I always describe as the best 7th or 8th man in the NBA. Nickname is the man who saved basketball for no reason. 36% from three-point range, 44% from the field. The benefit of having a guy like Aaron Wiggins is that he's liable to go off for 25, 30 points here tonight, right? You got to make sure you guard everybody in the Thunder team. Everybody's capable of going off, including A.J. Mitchell, who's at the end of the conversation here, but he is a 6th man on this team. He is absolutely phenomenal, and if he had been healthy all year, and if the Thunder had been healthy all year, and he would have been allowed to come off the bench, he would have been in the running for 6th man of the year. But now that they're back fully healthy, A.J. Mitchell will be coming off the bench, and he is just as dynamic as anybody else on the team. 14.1 points per game, 3.5 assists, 3.5 rebounds, 3.7 assists. But here we go. Let's get the tip-off and running. The Thunder win the tip. It feels like the Knicks never win the tip anymore. Towns, what's going on, big dog? Chet Holmgren has it up top, coming to his left at the Hartenstein screen, kicks it out. Lou Dort will line up the 3 over Brunson, well contested, and it doesn't matter as Lou Dort knocks down the 3 anyway. And it's a 3-0 start. Okay, now that's how you start a basketball game. Here we go. Let's get to the game cast. And I always mess up getting the setup before the game starts, as always. Brunson up top, over to Hart, over to Towns, down the lane. Can't get the layup to go, but does draw the foul. He's going to the foul line for one more. There you go, Big Cat. Love to see him streaking down the middle of the lane like that. Great play to start the night for the New York Knicks. All right, come on. Star Schmello, what's up, Star? Jay Hammer, what's up, Jay Hammer? Star said we are in for some craziness tonight. I hope some craziness. I hope that in a positive way. Towns knocks down the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Trey said, let's go Thunder. Shout out to Trey. We got a Thunder fan in the chat. Appreciate you, Trey. Appreciate you. Farm Boy said, Filipino duel JC versus McCain. I didn't know McCain was part Filipino. Let's do it. Now I'm ready to go. Susan, what's up, Susan? Just wanted to give my support to Sheffy and the Sheffy crew. Have to work, so keep positivity alive, y'all. And we got this. Appreciate you, Susan. Have a good night. Dort has it up top. The Towns knocked down both free throws. Over to Harnstein, hands it off to J-Dub. Coming to his left, throws a lob up top to Harnstein, and he throws it down with two hands. Hate that guy. Hate that guy. Brunson has it up top. He's being guarded by Dort. Brunson gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby up top, directing a little bit of traffic. Picks up his handle, gets it over to Towns. Towns. Down low to Bridges, gets knocked away by SGA, and Dort picks it up. A bad pass from Towns. A bad seal for Mikal Bridges there. Allowed SGA to come over the back and knock it loose. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Dancing with it. Coming to his right at the Harnstein screen. Pocket pass to Harnstein. Harnstein, pass fake, kicks it out. Chet Holmgren, a left wing three over Anunoby. He comes up short. Battle for the rebound. Brunson does a great job knocking it over to Towns. Towns quick outlet to Bridges. Bridges bringing it down left side of the court. Bridges on the left wing. Coming to his right. Off the Town screens. Got space. Kicks it out. Anunoby. Extra pass to Brunson. Brunson. Jab step. Attacking to his left against J-Dub. Stop. Turn. Spin. Fall away. Foul line jumper. Too strong. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Harnstein. Quick outlet to SGA. SGA will walk it down the other way. Thunder have no problems playing out of the half court here. So SGA up top. Being guarded by Hart. Crosses over to his right. Behind the back, pulls it back out, spins off of him, down the lane, in the paint, scoop layup, high off glass, got it to go for SGA. So much dancing there for SGA, and he winds up with a wide open layup. Beautiful move off of Josh Hart, and able to finish over Karl-Anthony Towns, who's not much of a rim protector. Towns has it up top, being guarded by J-Dub. They get it over to Brunson on the left wing, coming to his left, mid-range, pull-up jumper over Harnstein. Can't get that one to go, comes up just short. Rebound to Holmgren on the weak side. Here comes SGA. SGA over to Holmgren, streaking down the lane. Euro step, scoop layup with the right hand, got it to go, and it's a 9-2 start. Not looking good so far. Not looking good. YOLO to YOLO. Brunson gets it over to Towns. So far, all of the points for the New York Knicks have come from the foul line. 2 free throws for Towns. Towns over the top pass to Bridges, who knocks down a nice floater in the lane. Okay, the Towns to Bridges connection. I like it. 9-4, 9:30 to go here in this first quarter. And SGA up top, coming to his left off the screen, driving it down against Towns, spins, pump fakes, pass fakes, kicks out to J-Dub. J-Dub in the paint, gets caught, tries to jump it down low to Harnstein. Bridges does a good job cutting it off, hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down, Euro step, stops, turns, spins, pulls it back out. Good defense from SGA. Brunson in the paint, kicks out to Anunoby. He'll line up the right wing three over Chet Holmgren. Can't get it to go. Harnstein comes flying in for the rebound. Here comes J-Dub. I would have preferred Anunoby maybe trying to take him off the bounce there instead of settling for the contested three. They swing it around. SGA inside pass to Harnstein, who was not ready for the pass, and a turnover. A rare turnover for SGA, and the ball goes back to the New York Knicks. Ready? What's up, Ready? Brunson bringing it down. He has it up top, coming to his right. Brunson coming to his left, inside to Josh Hart, who gets knocked over by Harnstein, and a foul on Isaiah Harnstein. You love to see it. Jay Hammer said, Lou Dork of Harnstein. These nicknames, Jay Hammer, these nicknames. Keep crying, Houston. What's up, crying, Houston? Jason, what's up, Jason? Towns has it up top, pass fake down the lane, bullet pass inside to Josh Hart, takes some contact, can't get the layup to go, battles for the loose ball rebound, saves it out to Bridges. Bridges over to Anunoby, extra pass to Brunson, left corner three for Brunson, got it to go for JB. All right, it's 9-7 now. Through a slow start, the Knicks have knocked down a couple of shots here to pull them back in after coming up with a couple of defensive stops as well. SJ down the lane, going to the pan and step back jumper. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the loose ball. Anunoby grabs it. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson, cross-court pass to Bridges. Takes the baseline. Leans in. Fall away floater. Got it to go for Mikal. What an aggressive move. Always gets me hyped to see Mikal Bridges be aggressive offensively like that, especially against a good defender in Chet Holmgren. J-Dub bringing it down, spins off of Bridges, snaking it back to his left hand, attacking Towns in the lane, loses the handle, now over to Harnstein, a floater in the lane, can't get it to go as it rolls off the side. Towns the rebound, quick outlet to Brunson, hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart down the lane, under the rim, wild reverse layup, maybe looking for a foul. I don't like that shot at all from Josh Hart. Just go through the chest of SGA there, you're bigger and stronger. SGA, the little pull-up jumper in the paint, rattles in and out, can't get it to go. Brunson the weak side rebound, pushing it the other way, turning on the Jets down the lane in the paint against SGA. Pump fake, leans in, kicks it out. Anunoby doesn't shoot the open three, attacks the lane in the paint, can't get the layup to go, no foul calls. Anunoby hits the floor. SGA bringing it down the other way. SGA up top, picked up by Bridges. Bridges uses a foul to kind of just stop them in their tracks a little bit and catch their breath. 7:20 to go here in this first quarter, and we're tied at 9. All knotted up at 9. Trey said, okay, Brunson, I see you. Nice back and forth matchup so far, Trey. I like it. Hopefully it stays this way all game long. Greg said, Knicks still using plays they ran with Derrick Rose? I mean, there's only so few plays in the NBA. Basketball Jones said, breakneck speed. It is indeed fast-paced so far here tonight. Part of the reason why Bridges decided to use that foul there instead, noticed that they were cross-matched all over the place and decided, let me just use a foul real quick here, slow some things down, catch our breath. Everybody for the Oklahoma City Thunder has scored, except for J-Dub so far. And 3 players for the Knicks have scored. Bridges with 2, Brunson knocked down a 3, Towns with 2 from the foul line. Anunoby and Hart have yet to get up on the board. Both of them 0 for 2 from the field. Al Machinery, so far so good. Absolutely, Al, absolutely. Joseph said, OG, just take the open 3. You're a good 3-point shooter. Why not shoot the 3? Yeah, I don't love that decision making from OG. His first 2 misses of the night, I don't love the decisions he's made. He caught the kick out, but Chet Holmgren was right in his face. He decided to line up the 3 anyway, and he missed it. Sure, he's capable of knocking down that shot, but maybe work for a better shot. They were down in transition. It's not like he had to shoot that shot. And then the next time they kick it out to him, he had far more space this time for the 3, and instead, he decided to take that space to drive the lane right into the defense and couldn't get the layup to go. So don't love the decision-making and offensive process of OG Anunoby so far to start. Josh Hart, I think, just was respecting Shai a little too much on a transition break there for him, where instead of going strong to the basket and trying to get a lefty layup going, he tried to be sneaky and drive past him and maybe get a reverse layup to go past him. It was a wild shot. Not really something you see from Josh Hart. Just go through the chest of SGA. If he blocks you, if he strips you, maybe he fouls you, maybe you just get the layup anyway, maybe he lets you go because he doesn't want to use a foul. Who knows? But I don't know. I don't love the offensive process so far from Hart or Anunoby. Hopefully they pick it up and they make better decisions as the game goes on. Ruzande with the Ruzande. Isaiah Garner said, and yeah, why ain't OG taking the open 3? I don't know, Isaiah. But yeah, bad decision making from OG. Yeah, I don't love the 2 shots so far. Don't love him. He's capable of knocking either one of those shots down, sure, but could definitely make better decisions in those situations. Isaiah Garner said, yeah, I don't know what Hart was doing on that layup. It felt like he maybe mistimed his steps to the basket and then decided, okay, I don't have the lane, so let me go under the basket. And then once he was under the basket, I felt like maybe he thought, oh wait, maybe I got a little space, maybe I can sneak it past SGA. But it felt like he wasn't confident in any of the moves he was making in that scenario there. Now it's one play. Hopefully, like I said, we make better decisions as the game goes on. We're knotted up at 9. Thunder have missed very makeable shots. They missed very makeable shots. SGA has missed 2 open pull-up mid-range jumpers, which usually he is knocked down with. I did mention that he has had a couple of bad shooting nights here. Has not really mattered because he is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but he's had a couple of bad shooting nights. Maybe that's going to carry over here tonight. Lou Dort's knocked down the only 3 for either. Oh, Brunson also knocked down a 3. So 2 threes so far here tonight between the 2 teams. 1 Brunson, 1 to Dort. Here we go. We're back into it. SGA has it up top. Being guarded by Deuce McBride's in the game, y'all. Look at my boy Deuce. He's back. He's guarding SGA here. SGA backing him down. Step back. Mid-range jumper over Deuce. Looks like it got blocked from Deuce. Towns dives for it. Harnstein dives for it. McBride picks it up, and he's pushing it the other way. Hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart down the lane. Kicks it out. Brunson on the left wing. Pump fakes. Driving it down in the paint. Stops. Turns. Up top. Josh Hart. No hesitation 3 for Josh. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. I like the shot, though, from Josh. I know he missed it. I like the shot, Josh. I like the shot. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. J-Dub has it against Brunson, putting his head down, attacking, kicks it out, Dort. Wide open right wing 3, they'll dare him to shoot it, and he'll make him pay by knocking it down for Lou Dort. And now the Knicks will bring it down the other way. Approaching the halfway point of this first quarter. George Person, what's up, George? Brunson has it up top. Coming to his left off a Hart screen. Brunson, pass fake, kicks it out to McBride. McBride catches, pump fakes, driving to his left in the paint, pump fake. Stops, kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby on the left wing, swings through to his right, down the lane, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart pump fakes from 3, driving it in the paint, kicks it out Anunoby, open from 3, right at the shot clock buzzer, comes up short. Towns the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Hart, shoves it over to OG. OG's just going to look to attack down the lane, can't get the dunk, but he gets fouled by Hartenstein, and OG Anunoby's going to go to the foul line for 2. There you go, OG. There you go. Shelly Watts, what's up, Shelly? Nigiak said, rare mistake by Hart finishing. Absolutely, Yak. Very rare mistake. I agree with you on that one. Right? Part of the reason why he stood out so much and why I've been harsh on the decision making there. Just rare mistake. You usually see Josh Hart so confident and physical attacking the basket. Darnell said, please hit the like button. Appreciate you, Darnell, reminding people. Appreciate everybody in the chat for reminding me and reminding other people to hit the like button if you guys are indeed enjoying the show. Anunoby had the foul line for 2 free throws. He knocks down the first one. Thank you, OG. Got another one coming. Trey said, no way Chet got all ball. Well, the foul was on Hartenstein. My guy Deuce is back, man. I'm so hyped. I'm so excited. S2 Mar. What's up, S2 Mar? Ruzande, Deuce, let's go. So happy to see Deuce back on the court, man. It's been 2 months. 2 months without Deuce. Anunoby knocks down both free throws. And here we go. 6 minutes to go. Kason Wallace has subbed in over to Holmgren. Holmgren up top gets it over to SGA. SGA swings through to his left, snakes it back to his right hand, down the lane, scoop layup with the right hand, wild layup attempt, but a foul is called on the Knicks, and SGA will go to the foul line for 2. Oof. A little ticky-tack foul for SGA there. Little ticky-tack foul there. Joseph said, let's go, Deuce. He's so happy he's back. Man, I love it. Isaiah Garner said OG barely touched him. Well, you know, when you win the MVP, you can barely get touched. You get the superstar whistle. I just wish that they would give all superstars that whistle. Just that's a 3 for 11 and not blown out start is okay. Yeah, you want him to play better, though, definitely. Ben said, LOL, that was definitely all ball. Brunson bringing it down against Kason Wallace. They get over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Dort. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson going to his left along the baseline. Kicks it out to Anunoby after almost falling out of bounds. Up top to McBride being guarded by McCain. Bullet pass inside the Towns. Ball gets knocked out of the air. It'll remain here with the Knicks. A wild pass from Deuce McBride there. Eric C said, more free throws for SGA. Free throw baiter. What's up, Eric C? Appreciate you, brother. They get it into McBride, right corner 3 for Deuce. His first shot since returning. A little bit off there. Chet Holmgren, nice strong rebound in the paint. Here comes SGA on the right wing, picked up by Anunoby. SGA is going to look to dance. Attacking to his right along the baseline. Pull up baseline jumper, in and out, can't get it to stay. Rebound to Towns. Quick outlet to Anunoby. Anunoby off and running. He's going to attack Holmgren. Bump Euro down the lane. Can't get the layup to go, but a foul is called, and OG will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. OG Anunoby being very aggressive going to the basket here tonight. I like it. Second foul he's drawn. He's back to the foul line for 2. Basketball Jones said, keep staying with the Knicks. Absolutely. Interesting that Deuce McBride is the... Oh, no, Robinson is also in. I did not notice. Robinson... Oh, I think he just subs in now. Josh Hart's just sub... Yeah, Mitchell Robinson just subs in now. Interesting that Deuce McBride was the first substitution here tonight. Usually, Mike Brown goes with 2 or 3 substitution, 3 players subbing in at the same time. But he subbed in Deuce McBride for a couple of minutes there before also subbing in Mitchell Robinson. He's also usually a part of that unit that comes in early. Eric C said, this foul baiting got to stop. Hope you're well, Chef. Appreciate you, Eric. How was the B-Day celebration? It was good, man. It was good. Family got together, had some cake, had some drinks, had a huge dinner early today, and I'm feeling good. SGA down the lane, takes a bump, and he's going to go back to the foul line for 2. Now we're getting a free throw contest. Anunoby knocked down his 2 free throws. And why? Oh, I missed SGA's previous free throws. It was 14-11. Anunoby got fouled. He knocks down his 2 free throws. It's 14-13. Now SGA on the way back draws a foul on McBride. He's at the foul line for 2 more free throws. Patrick Thomas, what's up, Patrick? That is what I don't like about Bridges. What is it? What is it, Patrick? What don't you like about Bridges? Basketball Jones, keep staying with the Knicks. SGA knocks down both free throws. as he tends to do. 5 minutes to go in this first quarter here tonight. It's 16-13. McBride bringing it down, being guarded by McCain. Brunson up top. Brunson dancing off a Robinson screen, coming to his left, down the lane, throws a lob up top. Robinson can't get the lob attempt, and they just call it a turnover on Brunson on the lob attempt. Kason Wallace snuck in there to break it up. And Brunson confused as to how, if Kason Wallace was going to come in and bump Mitchell Robinson as he was about to jump up into the air, why there wasn't a foul there. But they're going to give the ball back to the Thunder here and just call it a live ball turnover for not a live ball turnover, a turnover thrown out of bounds on the lob attempt for Brunson. And now here comes Kason Wallace. Wallace has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Coming to his right off a J-Will screen to get it out to J-Will. J-Will, the straightaway three. Robinson late to close out. He can't get the three to go, though. Josh Hart chases down the long rebound, pushing it the other way. Josh Hart has it up top. Clarkson is also subbed in here. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left off the Hart screen. In and out dribble being guarded by Wallace. Crossing over to his right. Has him in the post. Stops. Pump fake. Spins off of him. Scoop layup with the left hand. Beautiful move from Jalen Brunson for the scoop layup to go past Kason Wallace there. And we are still in a back and forth affair here. 16-15. SGA down the lane against McBride. Stops. Pulls it out. Kicks it out. Now out to Kason Wallace on the swing. Down the lane. Scoop layup. Got the scoop layup to go. He went right past Jalen Brunson into the paint. No help defense there. They just collapsed and then spread back out. So 18-15 now. Brunson up top, in and out dribble, coming to his right. Bullet pass inside the Clarkson. Floater, can't get it to go. Robinson can't get the putback. And the rebound to McCain. Two wide open layup attempts for the New York Knicks there. Missed. That's going to come back to haunt you. Over to J-Will. Catches, pump fakes down the lane. Euro steps, shovels it inside the door. Kicks it out to Wallace. Pump fake, sidestep, wide open right corner three. Can't get it to go. Lou Dort right there for the two-handed putback dunk. And a timeout for the New York Knicks. 20-15 now. You miss two wide open layup opportunities on one end, then you give up an open three, and then a wide open putback slam on the other end. Clarkson coming into the game here. You're going to need a good Clarkson game. I'm not the biggest fan of Clarkson, but like I said in the pregame, he has my respect. Skomberg, what's up, Skomberg? He don't drive to the basket to draw fouls. He does not indeed, Patrick. I'm with you there with Mikal Bridges. Zenatu, what's up, Zenatu? Here to watch the meltdown. Crazy. Greg Williams. What's up, Greg? Isaiah Gardner said, Knicks offense got to be a little better in defense, but we're playing good, though. Yeah, I mean, Knicks, I think, just ultimately got to knock down some shots. Robinson, they tried to throw the lob up to him. He got bumped off by Kason Wallace. Knicks wanted a foul. They didn't call the foul, so it ended up being a turnover. Then Robinson had a wide open putback dunk attempt. He didn't get it to go down. Captain Mast. What's up, Captain Mast? Just in the nick of time. What's up, Captain Mast? Karen, reminding people to the like button. Appreciate you, Karen. As always, reminding people to the like button. Skomberg said, how did Mama Chevy B-Day go? It went well. It went well. Had some cake. Ate way too much food. Ate way too much cake. And I'm feeling it. I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the itis from eating too much food. Steven collect cards. What's up, Steven? Let's go, Knicks. We need all the dubs we can get down this stretch. Absolutely. Absolutely, Steven. We are during a timeout break, so real quick, let's go around the league a little bit. I do know the Charlotte Hornets and the Celtics were squaring off. Hornets went up big. The Celtics went up big early against the Hornets before the Hornets kind of stormed back a little bit, but let's see what the score is now. It is 107-92. They're up by 15 points still, so that's kind of where the lead has consistently been. And there's 4 minutes to go in that fourth quarter. So unless the Hornets can rally on a big comeback here with 4.5 minutes to go, Celtics should take down the Charlotte Hornets here. The Raptors are just, oh my goodness, 121-68. Orlando, what are you doing here tonight? Raptors offense is just clicking on all cylinders, I guess. Dom Anthony, what's up, Dom Anthony? Jeff Fan, what's up, Jeff Fan? Love seeing Deuce back out there. Absolutely. You could tell the rust is real with Deuce right now, but Eric C. said, Knicks in trouble, refs ain't helping. Remember the last game when SGA should have had a driving foul, but no call? Should have been his third in the first quarter. It should have been. John Mazzola, what's up, John? I follow from here in Costa Rica. Your play-by-play is incredible. Make me feel like I'm back in the Garden, a fan since 1960. Appreciate you, John, man. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for the kind words. Steven said, we could play the Hawks in the playoffs started today. We could, but they don't. And these teams are, the Raptors went on a 31-0 run, Skomberg? Oh my goodness. The standings are way too close to even try to predict who the Knicks are going to be playing in the first round, man. It really is. That like 5 to 10 range in the East is crazy, separated by like 2 games. My goodness, what a night. They got nothing from their bench. That's a problem. That's a problem. I mean, are they even just... They're 12 for 22 from 3, which is nice, but it's not like they're lighting them up from three-point range. Wow, what a disgusting performance from the Orlando Magic here tonight. All right, let's get back to our game, where both teams are putting forth a really nice effort so far here tonight. The Knicks will bring it down and look for an answer. Josh Hart has it up top. They get it over to Robinson. 20 to 15 here with 3:40 to go. They get it over to McBride. McBride over to Brunson. Brunson stops and pops a straightaway three off a screen. Comes up short. Long rebound. Clarkson knocks it out to McBride. What a rebound from Clarkson. McBride can't get it to go. J. Will has it. Knocked out by Josh Hart. Over to Brunson. Takes the lane. Kicks it over to Josh Hart. Left corner three for Josh. Give us 3 attempts. We'll knock one down, I guess. Josh Hart got a 3-point shot to go down. It's 18 to 20. Okay. Great effort from the Knicks all around in that possession. From Clarkson, started with Clarkson and then also worked its way to Josh Hart as he always does. SGA down the lane to kick it out to Dort. Dort will fire a left wing three. He comes up well short, almost shoots up an air ball. Clarkson chases it down, knocks it over to Josh Hart, and Josh Hart tried to hit the hit ahead to McBride, and it gets knocked out of the air by Wallace. So the ball will at least remain with the New York Knicks here. Reddy said we're right where we want to be, close enough to strike, not pressed. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a very good game. The only other option is to be blown out by the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't really see a scenario where the Knicks blow out the Thunder at home here tonight, so fully expecting this to be a close game. We got 3 minutes to go. Anunoby has it up top. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson curling to his left. Being guarded by Wallace. Stops, turns, pump fake, steps through, floater. Got it to go for Jalen Brunson. A beautiful pivot move yet again for Jalen Brunson off of Wallace. And we're tied at 20 again. SGA bringing it down, looking for an answer. SGA coming to his left off the J. Will screen. Down the lane, leaning in against Anunoby. Step back, kicks it out. J. Will catches, pump fakes, fly by defense. J. Will down the lane, kicks it out. AJ Mitchell, left corner three. Got it to go. Nothing but net. If you're Mikal Bridges, you're helping too far off of AJ Mitchell in the corner there. That's a wide open three for AJ Mitchell. If J. Will is going to attack the basket and try to finish against OG Anunoby or Mitchell Robinson, allow that to take place. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Kason Wallace. Coming to his right off the Robinson screen. Sees a double, pump fake, steps through, leaves it off of Bridges. Bridges in the paint, being guarded by Mitchell, backing him down. Step back, fall away mid-range shot for Mikal Bridges. He can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. I like the fight from Jordan Clarkson there. He's out there guarding AJ Mitchell now. Mitchell has it up top, spins off of Clarkson. Down the lane, puts the rip-through move down, and Mitchell Robinson takes the bait and ends up fouling AJ Mitchell towards the rim, and he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Does Mikal Bridges have 2 feet in the paint there? I know he can recover extremely well, and that's a good contest from Mikal Bridges, but we need a great contest against this team. Tay Cowboys, what's up, Tay? TV muted, don't want to hear Slick Scum Reggie Miller. Or regular Miller? I don't know if that nickname was intentional. AJ Mitchell does miss a free throw. Ball don't lie, baby. We love it. K. Hazy said, JB getting his moves back. He is indeed. He's getting into playoff form, K. Hazy. He's getting into playoff form, and you love to see it. Raymond said, hardest shooting the ball. He is indeed. He knocked down the 3 so far here tonight. Hopefully he continues to shoot, and hopefully he continues to knock them down. Under 2 minutes to go. Mitchell does knock down the second free throw, and the Knicks will bring it down the other way. Brunson up top being guarded by Kason Wallace. Brunson coming to his left off the Anunoby screen. SGA hedges out on the Brunson. They try to switch it. Now they get back after showing a double team. Out to Clarkson. Down the lane. Throws up the floater. Way off on that one. Really rough shot from Jordan Clarkson there. Here comes SGA pushing it the other way. Out to Mitchell on the left wing. Cross-court pass up top to J. Will. Hands it off to McCain. McCain down the lane. Foul line. Pull-up jumper over Clarkson. Can't get it to go. Good box down and rebound from Jalen Brunson. And Brunson hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges will bring it down. Crossing over to his left. Trying to get an easy one. Pulls it back out. Pump pass fake. Kicks it out to Clarkson. And a bad pass from Bridges, a bad cut from Clarkson, but it's always on the passer's fault. And the ball will go back to the Thunder here. Some very unforced turnovers here. Amy Machua, what's up, Amy? UConn just pulled off a Knicks level late comeback against the Huskies. I heard, Amy, I heard. Or against the Blue Devils. AJ Mitchell up top being guarded by Bridges. Crossing over to his left. Down the lane. Ball knocked out of his hands. Ball still loose. He picks it up. Kicks it out. McCain. Catch and shoot left corner 3. In and out. Can't get it to go. Brunson chases down yet another rebound. Brunson now with 3 rebounds here tonight. They get it over to Anunoby. High post being guarded by SGA. Backing him down. Backing him down. In the paint. Kicks it out to Brunson. Extra pass. Bridges. Wide open. Right corner 3. Line me up. Got me to go. Mikal Bridges. Way to get it back on offense. Here come the Thunder pushing it the other way. 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. SGA crosses over to his right, crosses back over to his left, snake in the pick and roll down the lane, high floater of Robinson, can't get it to go. Excellent defense from Robinson, but he does not stay in the play to snag the rebound. Mitch, you got to stay in the play. SGA able to grab his own offensive rebound and get the putback against Brunson. You got to stay in the play there, Mitch. You got it. I don't know what else to tell you. Nice contest there, but you got to stay in the play, big dog. Brunson has it up top being guarded by Wallace. Brunson coming to his left off the Anunoby screen. SGA hedges out, knocks the ball loose. Clarkson able to pick up the loose ball to kick it out to Anunoby. Extra pass, Bridges, right corner three. Pump fakes, drives the baseline, pull-up jumper. Too strong, can't get it to go with the shot clock buzzer. Knocked out of bounds by Jay Will. Good fight from Robinson to keep the possession alive. The ball will go back to the Knicks with 5 seconds to go. Eric C. said this feels like a playoff game. It does indeed. It does indeed. 26-23, Alex Caruso will come in for the first time. Karl-Anthony Towns will also come in for the final offensive possession here with 5 seconds to go. They have more than enough time to catch, make a move, and get a shot up. Carl New, what's up, Carl? Lamar Sahagun, what's up, Lamar? How much would a Wembanyama rookie be worth? I don't know, brother. I'm not into cards. Clarkson has it, tries to hand it off to Brunson. It's a loose ball. Brunson picks it up, over to Clarkson, left corner three. The buzzer! Can't get it to go for Jordan Clarkson. I think Clarkson has played hard, but I haven't been a huge fan of his minutes so far here tonight. I think he's been okay. Tay said, Jalen getting hit, bumped, smacked. What the heck? Yeah, it is that kind of night, and it is that level of defense that you're going up against. They play with their hands a lot, as well as moving their feet. So it's not going to be an easy night for Jalen Brunson. He's going to walk away with this one with a lot of bruises. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? How Cat is the second option, spends so much time on the bench. His normal rotations, brother. Those are his normal rotations. I see other 1-2 punch around the league spent a lot of time together. What's the Knicks' strategy and how does it benefit them? There are two ways you can play it. To your point, Chi-Chi, you could maximize as much time as possible with your two stars on the court together, and that is if they play off of each other extremely well. I don't think Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson play off of each other extremely well because I think they're both best with the ball in their hands if you're trying to play through them, right? So like if you're trying to play through Karl-Anthony Towns, you kind of want the ball in his hands, especially in the high post. If you're playing through Jalen Brunson, the ball is going to be in his hands, probably running some sort of pick and roll handoff action. Now, can you run a handoff action with Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns? I think you can. I just don't think Jalen Brunson is great playing off the handoff actions with Karl-Anthony Towns, who's not a great screen setter. So they just don't particularly complement each other that well, especially with the way teams guard them, where they guard Brunson with wings and they guard Towns with wings. So unless you're just going to give the ball to Towns and tell him go post up the smaller wing, which we've seen isn't the greatest option with Towns. It's not a bad option. I think it would benefit them to maybe go into it a little bit more. But one option, like to your point, Chi-Chi, is maximizing the amount of time your two stars can play together. But the other option is to stagger your two stars so you have one star on the court at all times. Because if you try to maximize the amount of time you can play them together, then ultimately that means you're going to have stretches where both of them are also off the court when they have to come out of the game to get rest, which is why most teams usually opt for the staggering kind of option. So Karl-Anthony Towns subs out around the 7-6 minute mark for Mitchell Robinson, who is obviously a starting caliber center. It changes the way the Knicks play and the kind of sets they can utilize because Mitchell Robinson isn't a playmaker out of the high post the way Towns is. But it also ultimately means that Jalen Brunson can play the first full quarter with Towns for half of it, and then by himself as the lone star, along with guys like Bridges and Anunoby and guys like that who can get buckets. But then when he goes to the bench to start the second, normally he'll miss the first half, about the first half of the second quarter. And Karl-Anthony Towns starts the second quarter, meaning that now the roles flip where half the quarter Karl-Anthony Towns spends as the main guy with the multitude of guys around him like an Anunoby or a Bridges, or now that Deuce McBride is back, him, or Jordan Clarkson. Alvarado will come in to start the second as well for Jalen Brunson. But that is his time without Brunson, and then Brunson will come back in. Towns sometimes, depending on how he plays, will stay in or come out. Eventually we'll get Mitch Robinson. Sometimes they go to the double big. Depends, again, how they play. Farm Boy TV said Brunson, Diwara, JC, OG, Robinson to solve the offense. But ultimately, Chi-Chi, it just kind of depends on, one, how the game is going, two, what are the matchups looking like, and three, I think generally Mike Brown kind of wants to stagger these guys because outside of Towns and Brunson, they don't have a lot of shot creation, right? Anunoby not great at it. Hart not great at it. Like these guys are okay, but they're not great at it. So you don't really have creators outside of these two guys, unlike a team like the Oklahoma City Thunder where you got AJ Mitchell, you got Kason Wallace outside of SGA and J-Dub, which obviously you also have SGA and J-Dub. You have Chet Holmgren who you can maybe survive offensively with first stretch there. Alvarado has it up top. We're starting the second quarter. Alvarado down the lane, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges off the handoff, and they call a moving screen on Alvarado. So immediately into the game and immediately a turnover for Jose Alvarado. You don't love to see that. Eric C said, you can't even exhale around SGA. If you breathe, if your breath touches him, it's a foul. Yeah. Just that's it. Jose turnover prone. Yeah, he can be, man, especially these last couple of games. He's not really providing a whole lot to this team, neither offensively nor defensively. AJ Mitchell has it up top, being guarded by Alvarado. Driving to his left, kicks it over to Hartenstein, rolling to the rim on a classic pick and roll play, and he gets a one-handed slam. Oh, 2 points to the wrong side. It's 28-23. Clarkson has it up top, hands it off to Bridges, gets it over to Alvarado. Bridges comes up hurting a little bit there. I don't know what happened. They get over to Towns in the post, being guarded by Caruso. They kick it out Alvarado. The straightaway three, he misses it. Fight for the loose ball rebound. AJ Mitchell picks up the loose ball. He's pushing it the other way. Mitchell gets it over to Caruso. Caruso over to J-Dub. J-Dub attacking to his left, has a wide open lane to the basket for a two-handed slam. I'd get Mo Diwara out here. Don't like that we're not using Mo Diwara tonight. I know Deuce McBride is back, but he's on a minutes restriction. I don't know why Mo Diwara has yet to play tonight. Get Jose out of here. Get Kolek in here. Eric C said, timeout, this is horrible. 2 wide open dunks for the Oklahoma City Thunder to start the second quarter, and this is what you are afraid of with the Thunder. 2 points for Towns. He is yet to technically take a shot because the shot he took, he was fouled on. 5 rebounds, though. But Towns, you're going to need to get aggressive here. Greg said they're talking about trading Bam. I highly doubt, Greg. Now, I could be wrong, obviously. I'm not covering the Miami Heat the way I cover the New York Knicks, so I'm not as in tune with the thought process of that front office, but I'd be incredibly surprised if Bam Adebayo is the guy that they're looking to trade, and not guys like Tyler Hero, Norman Powell, Davion Mitchell, and guys of the such. Highly doubt they're looking to trade Bam Adebayo. Tay said, that's on you, Cat. Geesh. I mean, there's only so much your center could do anyway. You're right. Towns has to be down there and rotate and protect that basket, but also maybe don't get blown by on the perimeter. You know, Anunoby closing out hard to J-Dub, who has not proven to be able to knock down or consistently knock down perimeter shots since coming back from the injury. Maybe close out short, maybe close out shallow in the paint, more towards the paint, and dare him to shoot the three and see if maybe he can knock him down, which, by the way, the Thunder are not really knocking down threes tonight, so you know, I think the Knicks not doing a great job of angling themselves properly defensively on their rotations to dare this Oklahoma City team to shoot threes. I just think a little bit of a sloppy defensive game so far from the Knicks. The defense is okay, but they're obviously a ton they can tighten up here. Andrew Brooks, what's up, Andrew? Our winning is based on turbo-type offense, and Mo needs to make an appearance soon. I don't love the Clarkson minutes so far here tonight. He's done some good. He's battled on the glass, which I really love and appreciate from Clarkson. I don't think he's been terrible, but get Clarkson out of this game right now, please, especially alongside of Jose Alvarado. I'd get in Mo Diwara. I don't know if that solves anything, but it's a different body. It's a different look. It's a longer wing. You know. Mo should get his minutes. I don't know, Justice Daddy has yet to get his minutes so far here tonight. We'll see what we come out with after this timeout. With Deuce McBride back, we'll see if Mo Diwara is the guy going to get squeezed out of the rotation and not Jordan Clarkson. Chaotic Styles, what's up, Chaotic? Who didn't think the game would start like this for the Knicks? I said during the pregame that there's 2 ways this game is going to play out. It's going to be a tightly contested game from start to finish, and it'll come down to the wire the way the previous game did, where the Thunder's largest lead was 12, which isn't that big of a lead in modern basketball with with how fast the pace is and how many shots these teams get up nowadays, especially from the perimeter, from three-point range. Or the Thunder were going to run the Knicks off the court and it was going to be a blowout. It's going to go 1 of 2 ways. I don't see a world where the Knicks blow out the Thunder, especially here at home in Oklahoma. So obviously I'm rooting for this to be a close game for the Knicks to pull it off, but these last couple of possessions for the Knicks, good timeout for Mike Brown. Clean it up, talk to the guys, and I don't really love the unit that's out here. Alvarado, Clarkson, Bridges, Anunoby, and Towns. Don't love that. Number 1, I haven't loved the Alvarado minutes, and number 2, Jordan Clarkson I don't think has been great so far here tonight. We come out with the same lineup, though. Let's see if it works out now after a quick talking to. Anunoby gets it over to Bridges. Bridges hands it off to Alvarado. Alvarado coming to his right after the Towns screen, driving it down against Caruso, pulls it out, crosses over to his left, has it up top. Trying to get it to Towns, they can't. They swing it over to Bridges in the corner, puts up the three, well contested, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Anunoby battling for it, Hartenstein pulls it out, kicks it out to Caruso, but a foul on OG Anunoby. Jason said, don't forget, Chef, when Brunson and Cat are on the floor together, you have a guard that is just defensively challenged because of size and a big that doesn't play great defense either. I think both of those guys, that's a great point, Jason. But to that point, I think both of those guys have played some of the best defensive seasons in their careers this year. They're still not very good. As the Knicks force a turnover there, good defense from Towns and Anunoby to combine for the steal. They lob it over to Clarkson. Clarkson, a wild attempt at the rim, can't get it to go. A loose ball. Players diving for it. And the Knicks able to save it. Alvarado in the left corner, pull-up floater over Hartenstein, can't get it to go. After all of that. Okay. And it's 30-23 still. And the Knicks have had multiple opportunities to cut into this lead. A.J. Mitchell on the right wing. Jab step. Coming to his right. Being guarded by Alvarado. Takes a bump. Puts up the floater. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Jose Alvarado continues to be a bit of a disaster here tonight. Bit of a disaster. Reddy said Buddy Hield may be traded to the Knicks. We are not in trade season, Reddy. We're not in trade season. Trades cannot happen right now. Yak said, we will be going too big very soon. I literally anybody for Clarkson right now, or anybody for Alvarado. I don't love these Alvarado minutes. I don't love them. Andrew said, how about a little Tyler Kolek for a change? Yeah, I'm with you, Andrew. I'm with you. These Alvarado minutes have been rough, man. They've been rough. I know he's going to give him an opportunity and an extended run after the trade deadline, but I don't love the Alvarado minutes. I think at this point I'd rather see Kolek. Rosande, to your point, put in Mo over Clarkson right now. Literally, I've said it before. The Knicks have gotten quality looks. I don't like this lineup. I don't like this lineup at all. A.J. Mitchell splits a pair of free throws again. Thank you for that, A.J. Mitchell. It's 23-31. It's an 8-point game. Alvarado has it up top. Coming to his left. They go under the screens to get out to Anunoby. He'll stop and pop over Hartenstein. Got it to go for OG Anunoby. Somebody had to put the ball in the basket. Thank you, OG Anunoby. And they're applying a little full court pressure here. Now J-Dub will walk it down. Anunoby not going to apply full court pressure. He's got too much responsibility on his shoulders. J-Dub down the lane after crossing over on Bridges there. Gets an easy layup attempt. 3 Knicks had some flyby defense. Bridges pushing it the other way down the lane. Tries to kick it out to Anunoby. Ball got knocked into the air by Caruso. Knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it's out of bounds off of Anunoby. And the Knicks got to get back on defense. 7-point game. Bad drive and kick out by Bridges, just recklessly driving into the lane without a plan. And instead of either shooting a floater or a fall-away jumper, tries to kick it out the last second with the handsy defense of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Caruso out there is a very dangerous option. Isaiah Joe has it on the left wing to get it up top to Hartenstein. Tries to hit Isaiah Joe, come back door. Great defense from Mikal Bridges. And then mishandles the ball, but he's able to save it. They kick it out to Clarkson. Extra pass to Anunoby. A left corner 3 for OG. Too strong, can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Hartenstein, good box out on Bridges. Hands it off to Joe. Isaiah Joe pushing it the other way. Over to J-Dub. Catches it on the run. All the way to the rim. Takes a bump. Can't get the layup to go, but he is fouled by OG. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws yet again. And the Thunder doing a great job putting their head down, attacking this defense by the Knicks, who aren't doing a good job of getting back. Anunoby now with 3 personal fouls. Get him out of the game. Get Mo Diwara in. Play your wings, man. I know he's a rookie. I know he's got a lot to learn. Play your wings. Play your wings. You got to get him out of the game. There he goes. Karl-Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson will now share the course. They go to double big. First free throw for J-Dub goes down. Eric C. said, got to execute better. Much better. Effort is there. Effort is there. I'm not questioning the effort at all. They're playing hard. They're just not executing well. Great point. Great point, Eric. Tay said OG was fouled. I don't know. Mike said, what's up? What's up, Mike? Jeff Fan said, Knicks not getting calls. I think they've been wild and reckless in their attacks to the rim here tonight. Not methodical, not well planned out at all. You're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. You're not SGA. Alvarado gets it over to Bridges. Bridges gets it over to Towns. Towns in the post, being guarded by Caruso. Towns backing him down. Backing him down, sees a double team. Pass fake. Pass fake. Kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges will put up the contested 3 at the buzzer, and he's going to splash it nothing but net. Okay, we'll take it. J-Dub did knock down the other free throw as well, by the way, so it's 35-29. It's a 6-point game. J-Dub driving to his left, being guarded by Clarkson. Spins off of him, driving to his right, putting his head down, attacking to the rim. Layup against Robinson, can't get it to go. No foul call. Good defense, a lot of contact. Hit ahead to Clarkson. Clarkson down the lane, and he gets fouled by Caruso. Should be a take foul. Should be a take foul. Should be a take foul. Where's my take foul? And I don't think they're going to give a take foul. Grammy, what's up, Grammy? Is Shai going under? I don't know what the over-under is, so maybe. Gregory David, what's up, Greg? Towns has it in the post against Caruso. Backing him down, sees a double team. Pass fake. Leans in, hook shot. Got it to go for Cat. There you go. There you go, Cat. It's a 4-point game. After a couple of instances of bad execution, they're back into it to 4-point game. Hartenstein hands it off to J-Dub, catches it in the lane, pump fake, stops, turns, spins, kicks it up top to Caruso. Excellent defense. They kick it out to Isaiah Joe, puts up the 3 over Towns. Way off on that one, shoots up an air ball, and the ball will go back to the Knicks. There you go, guys. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. Knicks doing a good job of just being patient, executing, trusting the game plan, trusting themselves, and they're back into it. It's a 4-point game after going down by 9, I think was the largest lead so far for the Thunder. 8 or 9. Jeff Fan said when even Reggie Miller agrees it's a take foul, we got robbed. Alvarado gets it over to Bridges. Bridges tries to get it to Towns. A bad pass, but Towns able to corral it. Towns sees a double team. Kicks it out. McBride, wide open right corner 3. There's the first one. Can't get it to go. Robinson, the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Alvarado. Alvarado, bullet pass inside the Towns, catches it, gets the layup and the foul on Alvarado, baby. Way to box and seal him out, Big Cat. Way to seal out Alex Caruso, big dog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Karl-Anthony Towns getting active, baby. Did they give him the layup? Put the points on the board. Give my guy the and one. Did they call the foul before the shot attempt? I hope not. I think they called it before the shot attempt. Come on, man. Give my guy the and one. Don't put a guard on me. Alvarado gets it to Towns. Towns spins in the paint, drop step, and gets fouled. Going to the foul line for 2 now. Too big, too strong, too talented. Give the ball to my guy, Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns do a good job of sealing off, grabbing these passes, and go to work, big dog. Go to work. Stop putting a guard on big men. It is my biggest basketball pet peeve. The reason why coaches do it is because guards can flail back like this, and then officials will call fouls. They don't call it in the act of shooting again. The Knicks getting robbed here. Should have been an and one on the first one, and he should have 2 free throws here for Towns. Alvarado throws up a floater. It's way off. It's an air ball floater. Thunder off and running. J-Dub turning on the Jets down the lane. Gets the layup and the foul against Bridges. And 2 opportunities where Karl-Anthony Towns is hacked and whacked. They don't call in the act of shooting, and instead on the other end, the Knicks end up with Alvarado forcing up a terrible floater, throws up an air ball. Get Jose Alvarado out of the game, please. And now, J-Dub's at the foul line for 1 more after a tough contested layup against Bridges. Brian Jacobs, what's up, Brian? Reddy said, let's see the play Mike comes up with. Just that's a bench Jose. Not giving you anything positive right now. Not giving you anything positive right now. J-Dub knocks down his and one free throw. 38-31. Knicks bringing it down the other way. 7 minutes to go. Alvarado has it on the left wing. Calling for a play. Crossing over to his left. Down the lane. In the paint. Steve Nash dribble. Kicks out to McBride. McBride back to Alvarado. Catches. Pump fakes. Has it up top. Hesitation move. Keeps it alive. Pass fake. Kicks it over to McBride. McBride coming to his left. Back to Alvarado. Alvarado line up the 3, brother. Line up the 3, Jose Alvarado. We'll take it. There you go. J-Dub bringing it down the other way. Coming to his right off a J. Will screen. On the right wing. Robinson switched on to J-Dub. Behind the back, keeping the possession alive. Good defense from Robinson. He's going to pull it out to the perimeter. Robinson giving him some space. Out to J-Will. Inside pass to Caruso. Down the lane. Scoop blade with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Excellent rotations in defense. That time from Jose Alvarado. Contesting the layup from Caruso. Alvarado has it on the left wing. Coming to his right off a Robinson screen. And J-Dub picks his pocket. Going to push it the other way. And he's going to get fouled by Alvarado intentionally to not give up the easy layup. And J-Dub will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. And again, you knock down a 3, and I appreciate it, Jose, but... And I know J-Dub is great at picking pockets like that, but come on, man. We got to be better. We got to be better. Great foul. Nice hustle. Great foul. Zane, what's up, Zane? Mojo said, is Coach going to give his best player, JB, any minutes? What's going on? Regular rotations, Mojo. Here he is at the scores table getting ready to check in. Regular rotations, guys. Guys come in. Guys go out. Guys go back in. Guys come back out. This is what happens, big dog. You played the entirety of the first quarter. J-Dub knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Mike said, good foul. It's a great foul. But he had to do it because he was the one who initially made the mistake. Just that said, Jose looks like that hippie that hit the moonshot in semi-pro. Crazy. Ruzande, what's up, Ruzande? They might as well put the refs in the jerseys and put the players in the refs' uniform. J-Dub goes 2 for 2 from the foul line yet again. And Brunson and Hart have come back into the game. Is that Alvarado? Alvarado remains out there. All right, interesting rotation decision here. 6 minutes to go as we approach the halfway point. Robinson up top. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right. Stops. Pulls it out. Dances with it against A.J. Mitchell. Crosses over to his left. Down the lane. Sees a double team. Stops. Turns. Spins off of it. Fall away foul line jumper. Got it to go. Thunder pushing it the other way. SGA is also back in, by the way. J-Dub coming to his right of a screen. Stops, turns, kicks it up top. J-Will, wide open, straightaway three. Comes up short. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Robinson rips it away from Chet Holmgren. Quick outlet to Alvarado. Alvarado's going to push the pace down the lane. Takes a bump. Caught in the air. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart back out. Alvarado, he'll line up the wing. Three. Got me to go, Jose. That's 2 threes now. You got to make up for it in some way, and Jose Alvarado is making up for it offensively here, knocking down 2 threes in a row for him. And it's a 1-point game, and I don't think the Knicks have played particularly well. I don't think the Thunder have played particularly well either. Both teams missing makeable shots, but I think overall, I think the Knicks have played slightly worse than the Thunder, and yet it's a 1-point game, so we'll take it. We'll take it. Eric C., real-life bobblehead. Mike said, St. John should have won that game. I'm with you, Mike. I'm with you. St. John's versus UConn would have been a classic. I mean, UConn versus Duke ended up being a classic. Brian said, unfortunately, that's OKC's best quarter. The second quarter, you mean? I mean, it's a 1-point game, so we'll hang in there. We're hanging in there. Isaiah Gardner said, Knicks playing really good defense, but the Knicks got to play better offense. Yeah, they got to knock down some of these open shots. Brunson's 4 for 7. Towns got it going there in that last stint in the second quarter there. McBride is yet to knock down an open 3. All 3 of his attempts have been wide open. It's his first game back, so I'm going to cut him some slack. He is a 42% three-point shooter, so we know what he's capable of. First game back against this team is always going to be tough. David Stone, what's up, David? Maybe Brunson will turn this into an NBA game that doesn't suck. I mean, I think the game's been pretty incredible from the jump so far, David. Zane said, Knicks about to cook the Thunder. I don't know. We will see. We will see. Jason said, let's put an end to this Eastern Conference slander campaign, BTA. I think general consensus has started to shift that the East has just been better than the West this year overall. Alexander Perry, what's up, Alex? Can Cat please shoot? Yeah, hasn't taken a 3 so far tonight, Alex. Yeah, it's a good point. To be fair, the Thunder are guarding him with smalls who are trying to close out his airspace. So you generally want him closer to the basket in those scenarios when he's being guarded by smaller players rather than out by the three-point line. Brian said I was replying to a comment. My bad, Brian, my bad. Aisha, let's go Knicks, absolutely. Hoobien, what's up, Hoobien? Last time we lost by 1 point, we have to win this one. They lost by 3 points, but 1 possession. Pretty much the same thing. David said Jose is a dog, Kolek is still a pup. I'm with you, David. I've been team Alvarado over Kolek this whole time. But when you're not playing well, and it's more than just a slump, he's had maybe 3, maybe 4 good games with the Knicks since coming over. We're going on about 20-plus games played here for Jose Alvarado. I just need him to be better. Just need him to be better overall. Random videos. What's up, random videos? Let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alex said, then bump the guard and float before the double comes. He's 7 feet. Act like it. Brother, he did exactly that in the second quarter. We watching the same game, Alex? You complain that he's not doing the things that he did exactly in the second quarter? We watching the game, big dog? Brian said, if you ever think I say something that doesn't sound right, you might not have understood me correctly. I mean, it's just, I'm trying to read as many chats as possible. Sometimes I misread it, or I'm involving myself in somebody talking to somebody else in the chat sometimes, so it's all over the place. Alex said, true, but no free throws. I'm just salty. He needs free throws. He's gotten fouled on a couple of these possessions. He can also make the foul calls. Anthony Towns, we know this. It's been a conversation all season long. He gets hacked and whacked, and the refs don't give him the benefit of the doubt. If Anthony Towns had Joel Embiid's or SGA's whistle, my guy would average 30-plus points. SGA has it up top being guarded by Alvarado. SGA dancing with it, crossing over to his left, down the lane, spins off of him, Puts up the floater in the paint, got it to go, well contested, didn't matter, got the layup to go anyway. Sons Jensen, I always enjoy an out-of-context reading. Alvarado has it up top. Going with the 3-guard lineup, Alvarado, Brunson, and McBride. Robinson hands it off to Brunson. Brunson up top being guarded by big man J. Will. Brunson dancing with it. Sees the double team, coming to his right. Pump fake, leans in, spins, kicks it out. Alvarado wide open 3. Another one. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound. Brunson able to pick it up. Has it up top. Fires the straightaway 3. Rattles it in for Jalen Brunson. And we're tied at 42. Tied at 42 with 4:40 to go. A.J. Mitchell up top being guarded by Alvarado. Alvarado has been very key in this second quarter after a pretty rough couple of minutes there. But that's why you stick with your guys, and that's why I could never be a head coach, because I would have abandoned the Alvarado minutes long ago. SGA kicks it out to A.J. Mitchell, catches, pump fake, down the lane, leans in, kicks it out. Chet Holmgren, the 3, pump fake, sidestep, now puts it over for Hart, can't get it to go, fight for the loose ball rebound, knocked into the air by Dort, but a loose ball foul is called on Brunson there. So the ball's going to stay here with the Thunder. Zane said the storm is coming. Thunder, and I mean thunderstorm, and I mean thunder to the... Which is it? I hope so. I hope so. Are they in the bonus? Dort's at the foul line for 2? I think they're in the bonus. Alex said, I need Cat to have 15 points? I mean, that's very reasonable. Very reasonable. They are at the free throw line, by the way. They're in the bonus. All right. Dort knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Dort knocks down both free throws. 4:15 to go. Eric C. said, gotta call the game fair both ways. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Alvarado on the left wing being guarded by SGA. Alvarado gets it over to Robinson. Robinson up top. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson, off the handoff, sees a double team. Pulls it back out. Dort guarding him. Brunson on the right wing, dancing with it. Crosses over to his right, steps back, pump fake, jab step, sees a double team. Out to Alvarado, down the lane, scoop layup. Can't get to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. And picked up by Chet Holmgren. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. Got to get these layups to go down, man. Alvarado has proven to be a very poor finisher at the rim. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Hart. Dancing with it. Crosses over to his right. Stops. Spins. Coming to his left. Inside pass. Ball gets knocked out of the air. And Lou Dort knocks it out of bounds. Excellent defense and great double team by McBride there after SGA turned his back to the defense to try to spin off of Josh Hart. Josh Hart applied enough pressure just to slow SGA down on that spin move just a half second, allowed SGA to surprise him on the double team. He tried to drop it off inside, gets knocked out of bounds. Good hands by the Knicks, ends up being a turnover. Trey said, since you go by chef, what's your favorite dish to whip up? Not gonna lie, Trey, not a chef in that regard, but favorite dish to whip up, I do like me some soup. Soup is easy. I do make a mean pot of soup, brother. McBride gets it over to Robinson. Ramen, a lot of miso. Hart tries to get it down low to Brunson. Down low to McBride, but McBride is held, and they call the foul on the Thunder there. I think the Knicks are in the bonus too, right? I mean, there's been a lot of hacking and whacking in this quarter. Be surprised if he wasn't. Is it still side out of bounds? Eric C. said, I'm not sexist. The chick ref sucks. I haven't noticed. I think the entire referee staff sucks. Omar, what's up, Omar? Hit the like, P, Chefy. Appreciate you, Omar. Appreciate you. Hubian said, yo, Deuce is back. Deuce is back. And he's back on the bench here as Bridges and Towns also come back in. So we got the starting 5 back out there for the Knicks. Holmgren knocks the ball loose. Josh Hart, Brunson saves it, but Josh Hart can't hold on to it. Kason Wallace pushing it the other way. Wallace has it in the mid-range, driving it down to his right. Shuffles it over to Dort along the baseline, kicks it out to Holmgren, attacking the paint against Towns, leans in, draws the foul, gets the layup to go, and that right there is a soft foul call, man. I don't like that foul call at all against Towns, and Holmgren will go to the foul line for one more free throw to try and get the three-point play. Let me see the replay on it. It's a soft foul call. Holmgren's impeding the path of the defender in a way there. Just that said, 15 minutes is rough on JB in a game like this. I mean, yeah, but in a game like this, your stars are going to hover around 40 minutes. So just, it's a playoff type of game. That's what they're going to be between 35 and 40 come playoff time. This is them prepping for the playoffs here. Brunson's going to be playing heavy minutes, as stars tend to do. All stars do. They lob it down low to Towns. Towns sees a double team. And Towns just overreacting there on the double team, turns it over. Gotta be calm, cool, and collected, big cat. Good double team by the Thunder. Here comes J-Dub, bringing it down. Coming to his left, off a Chet Holmgren screen. Pulls it back out as Towns switches onto him. To get it up top to Holmgren, back to J-Dub. He's going to look to attack the Towns matchup. Driving to his right, leans in, step back, fall away, baseline jumper. Got it to go for J-Dub. And we talked about J-Dub in the pregame about how he hasn't really looked himself since coming back from the injury. He's looking good here tonight. 13 points all in this second quarter. Brunson in the right corner being guarded by Dort. Spinning, taking the baseline, pump fake, steps through, kicks it out to Bridges. Wild pass, Bridges saves it. Attacking the paint, slips and falls. Bridges on the floor. And a timeout is eventually used. 2:30 to go here in the second quarter. J.K. Roggs, what's up, J.K. Roggs? My guy with wild sexism in the chat. And Anderoven, what's up, Anderoven? Definitely no good guys in this game. Kind of bad versus evil matchup, if you will. I don't know what you mean, brother. I don't know what you mean. Zane said, nah, women are goated, gotta stop. Goated, stop it. Kind of agree with Zane on this one, y'all. Kind of agree. All right, let's go around the league real quick. Tay said we have to get scores on this team this summer. I mean, I know what you mean, Tay. It's more so about ball handlers. They gotta get ball handlers on this team, man. Yankees Baboon, what's up, Yankees? The Knicks are dog poop. I don't know, brother. I kind of got to disagree on the team with the top 5 record in the NBA and a top 5 net rating, both top 5 in offense and defense. But you know. Shout out Jan Gilmore with subscription. Appreciate you, Jan. Appreciate you. Ruzande said, I can't wait to see halftime foul calls on OKC and how many foul calls on the Knicks. I think it's going to be close to even. I think don't think it's been that crazy. Yeah, you said, congrats, haven't won anything ever and never will win over half the East is as? Sure, brother. Not even sure what you're trying to say there, brother. If you don't like basketball and you don't like the Knicks, I don't know why you're here. Bridges throws it up just at the buzzer, and it ends up being a shot clock violation. Overpassing by the Knicks there. 2:21 to go. Another turnover. 7-point deficit. $2:20 to go. Thunder bringing it down. J-Dub has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Kicks it over to Holmgren. Holmgren up top. Fakes the handoff. Gets it over to SGA. SGA back inside the Holmgren. Holmgren in the paint. Pass fake. Kicks it out up top. J-Dub catches. Pump fake. Swings it out. Dort, the 3 over Brunson. They will live with that. Comes up short. Brunson with the rebound. Excellent defense from the Knicks to force the ball into the hands of their worst offensive player, and he comes up short on the 3. Brunson up top, pulls it back out, being guarded by SGA. Swings it out to Anunoby. Takes the lane in the paint. No look pass. Josh Hart, left corner 3. He's got space. Lines it up. Got it to go for Josh Hart. They needed a basket. Nice ball moving from the Knicks. Ends up with a wide open 3. SGA on the left wing, dancing with it, crosses over on Brunson, takes the baseline, puts up the jumper, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Nick Yak said, we took Mitch out, and they're on a run. Mitch is very important. Emerald Dublin, what's up, Emerald? Knicks really need to step up. They do. So 4-point game, guys. They do. Benzino, what's up, Benzino? How'd Boston whoop Charlotte without JB, White, and Vukcevic? Everybody brings their A game to the Knicks, man. I will also say that the Charlotte Hornets are finding out what it's like to bring playoff level intensity every single night for every single game against playoff level teams. It is not easy. You can do it for one night, probably even do it for 2 nights. Once we start getting to night 3, night 4, night 5, night 6, it gets very exhausting. SGA knocks down both of his free throws. 1:30 to go. Brunson bringing it down against Wallace. Brunson has it up top, dancing off the Bridges screen, driving to his left, and gets the foul in case on Wallace right there with the reach-in. And that is in the bonus, so Brunson will have 2 free throws here. Spaced out, what's up, spaced out? Thunder about to give the Knicks that... Oh, come on, brother. My guy's spaced out. Wild in the chat all the time. Is it going to be a beatdown? It could be. I said there's 2 scenarios in which this game goes by. The Thunder go on a big run and never look back and end up blowing out the Knicks and running them off the court. Or there's a close game to the very end, and we'll see which team pulls it out. There isn't really a scenario in my mind as Brunson misses the first free throw. Come on, JB. It was halfway in, halfway out. But you got to knock these down. Relic, what's up, Relic? Fungpei said, let me be the one to compliment them. Appreciate you, Fungpei. Alex said, Knicks beating Boston if they meet in the playoffs. I mean, I think they'd be favored. Could go either way, though. Brunson does at least knock down the second free throw. 1:30 to go here. J-Dub bringing it down. Up top, being guarded by Bridges, over to SGA, being guarded by Hart, coming to his left off the Dort screen. SGA kicks it out to J-Dub, kicks it back out to Dort. Dort driving to his left against Towns, kicks it out to Holmgren, loses the handle on the ball. It's a turnover. Good hands from Anunoby, good hands from Hart to pick up the steal. Hart down the lane, kicks it over to Brunson in the corner, catches, pump fake, down the lane, pulls it back out. Brunson wanted to get it over to a trailer, but good transition defense for the Thunder there, so Brunson has to reset. Brunson now coming to his right, dancing with it. Pull up three for Jalen Brunson over Wallace. Got it to go, Jalen Brunson. Dragging his team into this game. 16 points for JB, and it's back to 2. 50 seconds to go in this second quarter. SGA up top being guarded by Hart. SGA is going to wind down some clock. Wants to take it down as low as possible. Coming to his left. Pulling it back. Coming to his right. Brunson switched onto him. They shovel it down low to Wallace. Catches. Pump fakes. Inside the Dort. Dort gets the layup. Bridges comes up wincing on his arm yet again for Mikal Bridges. Don't love to see that. Brunson bringing it down the other way. 30 seconds to go. Brunson up top being guarded by Wallace. Brunson coming to his left. Has it up top as SGA switched onto him. Brunson's going to look to dance. They're showing a double team already. Brunson directing traffic, telling him to step through, over to Josh Hart, over to Anunoby, takes the baseline, goes up, gets blocked at the rim, some contact, no foul call, Thunder pick it up, case on Wallace, over to J-Dub, down the lane against Brunson, layup, and a charge for J-Dub as Brunson slid under him, and J-Dub a little out of control on that attack there. Timer ticked off, we've got 6 seconds to go, and the Knicks will have the final shot of the quarter here. Greg said, we're looking average compared to Philly right now. The Knicks are looking average compared to Philly. The Knicks are in a 4-point game against the best team in the NBA, fully healthy. Brunson, pump fake, over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, a 3 at the buzzer, line me up. Line me up, Big Josh, yes, sir. The Knicks are in a 1-point game against the Thunder, and you talking about average, brother. I don't know what games we're watching, but it ain't this one. Brian said, Knicks closing the quarter, taking a page out of OKC's book. Closing the quarter extremely strong there. There you go. There you go. Zane said, second half, Knicks about to BTA. I love that BTA has become a thing. Eric C said, that was the same-ish SGA did last game and no call. The charge. Yes, absolutely. Joe's dad said 11 for 24 from 3. We're going to run through the box scores, obviously here, the team stats and everything. Alex said, Cat, 1 shot at halftime, unacceptable. He's gotten fouled on a lot of shot attempts, and they didn't really give him free throws, but yes. Yes. I thought they did a much better job of playing through him in the second quarter there, especially a couple of minutes into the second quarter. They were like, all right, they got Caruso on him. Let's give it to him in the post. They're bringing double teams over, which is why he's not just getting shots up after shots up. They're bringing double teams over to him every time he catches it in the post. They're going to put smalls on you. You want it. You want him in the post in those scenarios rather than having it out on the perimeter. You know, in those situations, when they bring the double team over, he's making the right read for the most part and trying to kick the ball out or drawing a foul in those situations. But yeah, 1 shot attempt on the books. Which is not going to get it done. Rue Simpson with the Brew. Brian said 1-point game, 1-point game, 1-point game. All right. Before we go through box scores, before we go through team stats, as always, the halftime rundown is brought to us and presented by our guys over at Get Off My Lawn Records. Shout out our guys over at Get Off My Lawn Records. Their band, the Jazz Destroyers. You can go ahead and go to their website, getoffmylawnrecords.com, and check out their music. You can also check them out on YouTube. Both Get Off My Lawn Records has a YouTube channel, as well as their band, the Jazz Destroyers. If you are musically inclined, you can reach out to them to see if their record label is fit for you. You could also sign up for their mailing list, where you will be notified whenever they themselves, the Jazz Destroyers, or any of their musical artists that they represent drop new music. I highly recommend. See if their music kind of vibes with yours. They were also very generous enough to give us a discount code over at bandcamp.com. Use promo code Sheffy to get 20% off site-wide. So I appreciate it, guys. Get off my line, like I said, I did see an uptick in listeners since doing this with Sheffy. I sure appreciate y'all checking out the music. Check out Get Off My Lawn Records. Just check them out, y'all. See if their music vibes with you, right? Like, obviously, everyone's got their own taste in music, but I very much recommend checking out Get Off My Lawn Records as well as the Jazz Destroyers YouTube channel. And like I said, just to see if you vibe with it. They're putting out good stuff. Go ahead and check them out. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I literally can't recommend it enough. I really can't. Just check them out. They're good people over there at Get Off My Lawn Records. Appreciate them. Yvette, what's up, Yvette? CB, what's up, CB? Knicks hanging in with the best. They are indeed. But hanging in there is just not going to be good enough. You're going to want to pull off this victory as well. Say my username, what's up, Say? Cat can go to the basket all he wants. The Thunder will foul him, and the refs won't call anything. That's the problem for Towns against this team. I mean, that's the problem for almost any big against this team. We saw last year in Game 7 of the Finals, everyone was like, hey, Alex Caruso is guarding Nikola Jokic. What an incredible defensive performance by Caruso and Jokic. And then you go watch the film, and Caruso's just grabbing and holding Jokic the entire game, and the refs are just allowing it to happen. So it is my biggest basketball pet peeve and coaches do this purposely because they know this, when guards are asked to guard big men, and the big men are just like, oh, you're really small. Like, you're so much smaller than me. I'm a 7-footer. I'm close to 300 pounds, even if you're like 280 or whatever. Give it to me in the post. Boom. I take one dribble into you. You take the hit. I take a second dribble into you in the post. You flail your arms back. You fall to the floor. They call the offensive foul on the big man. You're smaller than me. You're going to fall down. You can't guard me. I absolutely hate the way the NBA officiates guards on bigs. It should not be able to happen. And yet, they put Alex Caruso on Karl-Anthony Towns. They give it to Towns in the post, and Alex Caruso is just allowed to grab and hold. Just allowed to do it. He's just allowed to do it. And I absolutely hate it. And it's part of the reason why Towns and most big men struggle against smaller physical guards like Caruso. Lewis, what's up, Lewis? If we Knicks, of course, get these one, when can we get anyone else? What are you thinking? I don't know what you're asking, Lewis. When can we get anyone else? Like, if the Knicks get this game, when's their next game? I think it's what you're trying to say. Their next game is in 2 days. They play the Houston Rockets on the road on Tuesday night. Farm Boy TV said, JC, you can't shoot. Then be a floor general, find things to help the Knicks. Yeah, I mean, we talk about it all the time. You don't have to shoot well to play well. I think Clarkson, for the most part, has done some good things, but overall haven't loved the Clarkson minutes. In part, to your point, Farm Boy TV hasn't knocked down shots, and we need Jordan Clarkson, and he needs, in order to be fully effective, to knock down shots. That's the big part of his game, is that he's a bucket getter. You kind of got to get buckets in order to do your part of the job. Rockets are indeed blowing out the Pelicans here tonight, 101-80. Roger Laverde, what's up, Roger? Officiating is pretty sus, like the overall effort, and good to see Alvarado making shots, absolutely. With confidence, Brunson is a beast, absolutely. We'll go through it, we'll break it all down. Brian said, Cat gets pushed off the block all the time. Does Jokic get pushed off the block all the time? Like I pointed out, Brian, anecdotal evidence of Alex Caruso guarding Nikola Jokic in the playoffs last year and just absolutely grabbing and holding him the whole time. When Karl-Anthony Towns is able to actually grab it in the post, they're showing the highlight here, he could just walk Caruso down into the post and knock down a hook shot over him all the time. The problem is that they consistently call offensive fouls on bigs in general when being guarded by smaller players. That is why coaches put smaller players on bigs. It happens consistently throughout the NBA, and it's my biggest pet peeve with the way the NBA is officiated at times. You cannot guard a big, a talented offensive big, with a small player, no matter how good of a defender they are. Not consistently, man. Not consistently. Brian said, Cat shoots Steph Curry threes too much. He thinks he's a guard. Cat has no post moves. That's why he's always squares up. How many threes has Karl-Anthony Towns shot tonight, Brian? As somebody who watches Knicks every single night, we wish Karl Anthony Towns would shoot more Steph Curry threes. We wish you would take more threes. And yet he doesn't. But you keep relying on these agendas that you decided on 3, 4, 5 years ago, despite that you don't watch Karl Anthony Towns every single night the way I do. But sure, I'll trust your opinion, big dog. Zane said, yeah, I'd be holding my breath when Cat drives off the post up. He'd be moving funny. He does. He does. He's an awkward dude. He's had, you could tell he's had knee injuries with the way he moves, man. You could tell. NBM said, good half. It was a good half. It was all right. Brian said, Bridges shoots only fadeaways, Cat shoot threes. How many threes has he shot tonight, Brian? Keep your agenda that you built 3, 4, 5 years ago alive, brother. Trying to tell you, but you don't listen. You've closed your mind off to changing your opinion. Exactly my point. Jokic isn't using any of that as an excuse. He was using plenty of it as an excuse last year when they got eliminated, big dog. And he was whining and complaining about the way Caruso guarded him. But sure, like I said, keep your agendas alive, Brian. Keep your agendas alive. The Clippers beat the Bucks tonight. The Pacers beat the Heat, man. Whew. Brian said, how many shots altogether? 1 shot on the books, because he got fouled on multiple shot attempts, and they did give him the free throws. He said, like 1. You can look it up. It is 1. It's not like 1. It is 1. But I'm being told, Brian, that all he does is shoot Curry threes. How come he's not shooting threes, Brian? My boy keeps pedaling himself into a corner. NBM said we want this one. We do. Jason said that's a man who has lost his parlay on Cat threes one too many times. The Nets beat the Kings. Damn. Kings can take care of business against the Nets. I really need the Pacers to lose this pick, man. The Raptors absolutely dominated the Magic here tonight. The Celtics did beat the Hornets, 114-99. It wasn't particularly super close. He said, but how many shots altogether? I already said 1, Jacob. I already said 1, Brian. Trailblazers dominated the Wizards. Wizards, 17 wins. All right, like I said, I need the Pacers to continue to win. And they still have the worst record in the NBA. And I need them to drop down to 4, man. 5. They need to drop down to 5. So I need them to win games. I think Arna said, yeah, I agree. I don't like how they let the small guards play defense on these centers and let them hack. They do indeed let them hack. Star, what's up, Star? Hornets could have done better. They could have. Brian said, and that's why you guys are crying about not getting to the free throw line? I don't know what you mean by that's why. I don't know what that's in reference to, big dog. Who being said, if Cat has the same whistle as SGA, we'd be cooking. If a lot of guys had the same whistle as SGA, they would be cooking. SGA has a very generational whistle. When you become league MVP, man, you get the benefit of the doubt. And you don't even have to get the league MVP. When you get to the level that SGA is at, you get the benefit of the doubt. SGA, Luka, who else has a great whistle? Somehow Ben Matherin has a phenomenal whistle. He's not to that level, but... Brian said, so what are you saying again? I don't know what you're referencing, Brian. There's 400 people in the chat tonight, Brian. I'm not having a single conversation with you. You gotta be more specific in the chat. I don't know what you're referencing. I'm ahead of him, he's slow. I don't know what you're referencing, big dog. Zane said, but no one can touch Shai, though. Listen, he knows, he has timed it perfectly. He has mastered it. It kind of is what it is. Jay Tizzle for life. What's up, Jay Tizzle? The way OKC guards get to play on defense, sport a different defense, but get a soft whistle on the other end with bigs get destroyed is wild, though, on Jokic, Reed, Randall, and Turner last playoff run. Yeah, I mean, these are all conversations and things that have been talked about all season and going back to last season with the Thunder. They play a very physical brand of defense, and they also play a very floppy style of offense. It is what it is. You know it. You know it. Obviously, we would love the whistles to be consistent on both ends of the court, but figure it out. Figure it out. It's basketball. I don't think it's super egregious. I think it is bad, but I don't think it's super egregious. Find a way to win. It kind of is what it is, right? These are things that you need to correct before the game starts and then after the game in the press conferences. These are not things that you can correct by arguing with the officials during the game, really, right? Use your challenges wisely. and then play basketball. You know? Jason said, Brian, I just looked it up. For you, 1.6 threes per game is the second lowest of his whole career. Facts over feelings. But my boy has built up his agenda 5 years ago, so his opinion is not changing because he already decided 5 years ago that Karl-Anthony Towns is this one specific type of player, even though, half a decade, he's completely changed. Lewis, what's up, Lewis? I do think the Knicks course, get through these one. We got to change the play. A bit another team. What is your opinion? As far as the Knicks, changing their play? What I assume you're asking, Lewis? I think they're fine. You just got to execute well. I think they're fine. You just got to execute, right? Oftentimes, once you hit this level, Detroit, Boston, New York, Cleveland, OKC, San Antonio, Denver, and Minnesota, to me, are legit teams that could win a championship. Differing levels of could win a championship, but could win a championship. I could see them winning a championship this year. In order for them, I think they all have perfectly fine set play styles. They're all completely different. But it ultimately comes down to executing at the end of the day, right? Shooting variance luck has to be on your side, right? Whether or not you knock down shots. This is why the phrase of it's a make or miss league exists. Because sometimes if the shot's just not going down, and that's your but that's your major way of winning a basketball game, you're going to end up like the Boston Celtics last year and get eliminated in the second round, right? Jay Go Dummy, what's up, Jay? Knicks won't make it out like this. I mean, look, they're in a 1-point game against the Thunder. I don't know what this means, but I mean, they do have to play better in order to win. I agree with that for sure. Tay said, Jalen, please go off. Eric C said, sad how the NBA is looking as scripted as wrestling now. I do love the idea. Obviously, I don't believe it, and nor do I think that Eric believes it, but I love the idea of sports being scripted. I think it's truly hilarious. Brian said, we will rephrase this for him. Cat has 1 shot attempt and only 2 free throw attempts, and they put a 6'6" guard on him. That's unacceptable. Cat has to be more aggressive. You might not be watching the game, Brian, but Cat was extremely aggressive when they put Caruso on him. He got 3 foul calls on Caruso, 2 of which were definitely in the act of shooting, and the refs decided it wasn't in the act of shooting, so he should have 6 free throw attempts. But again, you decided on what your agenda was, 5 years ago. So, and I'm not sure if you're watching the game. You might just be listening, which is fine. But, again, I'm trying to explain things to you, and you just refuse to open your mind and listen because you've already decided on something, and, you refuse to just see a different perspective on things. Rog D Guy, what's up, Rog? Hit those likes for your boy. Appreciate you, Rog. Appreciate you. High Roller, what's up, High Roller? Y'all think Shai will get 30? Probably, brother. That's kind of what Shai does. He averages over 30. Darnell said, we have some really fake fans in the house. Get out. Well, Brian is not a Knicks fan. Brian is a Pacers fan, which might also be playing into his agenda here tonight. Pana-chan, what's up, Pana-chan? What's the win streak for Denver? What's Denver's win streak? They are in a 5-game win streak. Jay Tizzle said, do you watch March Madness at all? I do. We tried covering college games earlier in the season, and the audience on this channel didn't particularly have the appetite for it. Maybe we'll get to it and start covering college games from the tournament on rather than trying to cover regular season college games. It didn't seem like the appetite was there for that, but maybe the appetite will be there for March Madness games as opposed to regular season college games. So I'll be more prepared for it next year. So we'll definitely try to cover a little bit of March Madness next year. Brian said, okay, let me rephrase. Cat has to be even more aggressive. There you go, Brian. I agree with that. He's got to be a lot more aggressive. I agree with that. Here we go. We're back into it. Anunoby back to Hart. Hart in the paint. Tries to pull it out. Gets the foul call on Chet Holmgren. That was a quick one. We didn't even go over box scores and team stats, but we will indeed, during the next timeout breaks, give us things to talk about and go through. P with the subscription. Appreciate you, P, man. Hope you're having a good time. High Roller said, do you think Dor will have 15? He could, man. He could. Towns has it up top, fakes the handoff, keeps it, tries to throw over to Brunson. Ball gets tipped. Brunson recovers it, puts up the foul line jumper, gets the soft touch off the front of the rim, and he gets the drop down, and the Knicks have a 1-point lead. 11:30 to go here. J-Dub has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left off the Holmgren screen, Anunoby switches onto him, pulls it out, kicks it up top to SGA, being guarded by Hart. SGA is going to isolate, spins to his left, and a loose ball, an off-ball foul. Not a loose ball foul, an off-ball foul. Mikal Bridges there, knocking Chet Holmgren to the floor. Okay. Eric said, if the Knicks lose tonight in a tough game, will you crash out? I love it when New York fans crash out. It's really funny. No, I want a competitive game. I want it to be close. I could see the Knicks losing tonight. They are the best team. It's not a great matchup for the Knicks, but SGA misses the pull-up three well short. Fight for the loose ball and a foul on SGA there. All right, now the whistles are flying for both sides right now. We got a little ticky-tack foul on Bridges against Chet Holmgren. Now we got a little ticky-tack foul on SGA on Bridges. All right. Whistles are flying. They get it over to Towns in the post. Towns spins off the double team, steps through, layup, can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the offensive rebound and putback. And it is a loose ball foul on, I think, Anunoby there for his fourth foul. As Chet Holmgren hits the floor again, this time holding his face, rolling over onto his belly. Didn't see the contact, so I'm not going to make a comment on my guy rolling on the floor here. All right, that's a foul on Chet Holmgren there, slapping across the arm of Towns. Towns comes down at the last second there after the contact and makes contact with Holmgren's face. Pona Chan said, who's your GOAT? Clyde Frazier. K. Hazy said, Chet looking like LeBron meme. What are we doing? You did get hit in the face. So every time you get hit in the face, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. But before Towns inadvertently hits Holmgren in the face, he is whacked across the arms by Holmgren. But instead of a foul on Holmgren, it's a foul on Karl-Anthony Towns instead. CB's, what's up, CB? BS foul on Cat? Yeah, I do agree. Isaiah Gardner said, how is that an offensive foul on Cat? He does hit Holmgren in the face on a follow-through after his arms come down. But he does get whacked across the arms before that takes place. But of course, the officials are now, because you can't go back and change the call, are going to ignore the Chet Holmgren contact and just keep it a regular foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. They're looking to see if it meets the criteria of a flagrant. I don't think it does. There's no follow-through on it. Judge that said 81 times around the sun. Well, Clyde Frazier. Yes, sir. Love to see it. Love to see it. Hope he has a lot of time left, man. I love him. So they call a flagrant foul on inadvertent contact to the face by Towns on Holmgren there. It is a flagrant foul. And it'll be 2 free throws for the Thunder and the ball back for the Thunder. Jeff Fan said BS. Yeah. Brian said Cat does that weird flailing stuff. Like every player in the NBA, brother. Like every player in the NBA. Cat is egregious. His flailing is very egregious. Absolutely. Flapping like a baby bird. He does love that off arm, man, and it drives me crazy. That off arm drives me crazy, man. That one wasn't a big flail, though. He comes up, gets whacked across the arms. He keeps it in the right hand. His left arm is just coming down. He's not even flailing. His left arm is just coming down after the contact. And Holmgren is right there. He's so close that he makes contact on the initial foul call that should have been called. That wasn't. And they just see the arm coming down, which, again, it's a natural basketball motion, so it shouldn't be a flagrant in my opinion. MBM said it's okay. We expect nothing from the refs. I mean, we expect nothing to go in the favor of the Knicks, SGA down the lane, throws up a floater. Can't get it to go, but Holmgren right there with a two-handed put-back follow-through. Surprised he's out there after that egregious flagrant. Towns knocked him in the face. He seems perfectly fine. Now I'm just complaining. Brunson has it up top, sees the double team. Now they retreat. Brunson being guarded by Dort. Brunson's going to dance with it. Crosses over to his left, spins to his right, down the lane. A lot of Ball handling and isolating from Brunson. Tries to hit Bridges, come back door. The ball gets knocked loose. Bad pass from Brunson. Bad offense from the Knicks. J-Dub beats the Knicks down the court, and he gets the layup to go. J-Dub just hurting on the Jets there. It's a 5-point lead for the Thunder now. 59-54, 10:30 to go in this game. Brunson has it up top. Crowd starting to get into it for the Thunder fans here. Brunson. Off the handoff from Hart, and they call an offensive foul on Josh Hart here. Now the Knicks really not getting anything going. And the Knicks very annoyed and frustrated right now. You can tell players very annoyed and frustrated with the officiating right now. As teams tend to do when you play the Thunder, you're going to have to find a way to overcome it. Dort gets it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub spins to his right, step back, pump fake, spins, sees a double team, kicks it out the door over to Holmgren, catches, pump fakes, kicks it out. Dort ran off the line by Anunoby. Step back, pump fakes again, over to SGA. Good defense from the Knicks to keep him out on the perimeter so far. SGA isolating against Anunoby. Step back three, his go-to patented shot as he throws up an air ball. Hartenstein saves it right to J-Dub, and it is a shot clock violation, though, and the ball will go back to the Knicks. SGA not having the shot in his arsenal here tonight. He's 3 for 11 from the floor, and yet the Thunder hold a 5-point lead. Knicks are going to have to find a way to take advantage of this here tonight. Jay Tizzle said that's the issue, the pace of play and change of gameplay. With the refs, it's nearly impossible in a 4-game series. Yeah, it's tough. Bridges hands it off to Anunoby. Anunoby coming to his left, kicks it out to Hart. Hart in the left corner, being guarded by Hartenstein. Kicks it up top to Towns. Towns swings it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right off a Bridges screen. Pull up three for Brunson. Over SGA. Can't get it to go. Bridges comes flying in for a two-hand putback on a little tip-in. SGA bringing it down the other way. SGA up top being guarded by Hart. In and out dribble. Coming to his left. Hesitates. Driving it down in the mid-range. Leans in against Hart. Offensive foul on SGA. All right. Knicks get the benefit of the call on that one. Joseph Taylor said, your Knicks still hanging in this game, I see. They are indeed. 3-point game. Brunson has it up top being guarded by Dort. They get it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by SGA. Gets it over to Anunoby. Catches, pump fake, splits the defense down the lane. Layup against Lou Dort. Can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball. Towns able to pick it up. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart will take the lane. Kicks it out to Brunson. Left corner three for Brunson. Too strong. Can't get it to go. Towns another offensive rebound. Steps through in the lane. Kicks it out to nobody in the corner. Thought Brunson was going to stay in that corner. Brunson tried to lift up to the top of the key, and Towns throws it to nobody. Bad pass from Towns. I'd rather you just go up with the shot, big dog. Be aggressive. SGA attacking Brunson. They kick it up top the door. They swing it over to J-Dub. Extra pass to Holmgren. Left corner three for Chet. Comes up short. Josh Hart snags a loose ball rebound over Hartenstein. Josh Hart now pushing the pace the other way. Over to Brunson on the right wing. Brunson dancing with it. Up top, in and out dribble pass Holmgren. Step back, pump fake, sees the double team, kicks it out to Hart. Extra pass to Anunoby, catches pump fake, swings through to his right, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Up top, straightaway three of Hartenstein, off the back rim, long rebound. Hartenstein picks it up, kicks it out to SGA. SGA bringing it down. We're still in a 3-point game, 59-56. Both teams kind of struggling a little bit offensively here. SGA down the lane, swings it out to Hartenstein, stops, turns, spins, flips it up with the left hand, comes up short. Towns knocks the rebound out of the air, but right to Hartenstein, he throws up another floater, throws up a tough brick, gets it back to Hartenstein. Hartenstein shovels it out to J-Dub. J-Dub, the open right wing three. Got it to go. You had an expectation that one was going to go down. Too many opportunities for the Thunder there. Knicks quickly trying to push the other way. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Knicks at least. And we got 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Thunder back up by 6. And a kick ball. It's going to stay here with the Knicks. Shot clock to 14. Just that said, they're only 4 for 16 from 3. The Thunder, not a good shooting night at all. And the Knicks need to be able to take advantage here. They get into Towns in the post, being guarded by J-Dub, backing him down, sees a double team, spins off of him, has to settle for the fall-away jumper, and he gets it to go. Smooth move from Towns there in the baseline fall-away. J-Dub has it up top. J-Dub dancing with it, being guarded by Brunson. Coming to his left off the Hartenstein screen, down the lane. And he gets tripped up by OG Anunoby. That's his 4th foul. Get him out of the game. Get Mo Diwara in. Probably not. Probably going to see Deuce. And I like that. I'm just saying, I want to see Mo Diwara tonight, and we don't got him. Just that said, OG minus 14, been a ghost. I mean, he's got 7 points. He is 1 for 6 from the field. No rebounds for OG. Yeah, that's not great. It's not great. I do think you felt his impact tonight defensively. I think he's been solid defensively. But yeah, not giving you a whole lot offensively, not giving you a whole lot outside of just initial one-on-one defense. Tay Cowboy said, Jalen, quit passing to these bums. Could KC your dang self. Yeah, pretty much. There's been some isolation from Brunson in this second half here that I haven't particularly loved, but I don't entirely blame him. SGA up top, spins to his right against Hartenstein. Off the screen, foul line pull-up jumper is go-to. Comes up short on that one again. Fight for the loose ball rebound. J-Dub beats McBride to it. Pull-up mid-range jumper. Got it to go down. J-Dub stealing SGA's mid-range shot here tonight. Here come the Knicks pushing it the other way. It is back to a 6-point game. Brunson has it up top. McBride is in for Anunoby, by the way. Brunson crosses over to his left, down the lane, in the paint, pump fake, inside pass to Towns. Towns gets stripped, loose ball. McBride picks it up out the Bridges. Bridges driving to his right, kicks it up top. Josh Hart, wide open, straight away, three, line me up, big dog. Got it to go for big Josh Hart, and it's back to a 3-point game, and we get a timeout from the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Knicks hanging around, man. They're hanging around. It's the best compliment I could give them. I would wish they could take the lead here tonight, but they're hanging around. Just that's a J-Will, J-Dub, 18 and 10. All right, let's look at the box score. Let's look at the box score, right? I shortchanged us at the halftime there because I was too busy ranting. Chi said, can we get 2 minutes of straight basketball without the refs making a BS call? Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to get that. Eric C said, gotta wipe that smart smirk off of SGA's baiting face. SGA does have that look to him sometimes that can get very annoying for opponents. He does it intentionally. Def Wall, what's up, Def? Take the lead, boys. Yeah, it's, they're trying. Obviously easier said than done, but man. Isaiah Garner said, Cat got to try harder to be in that post more or shoot threes, man. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to shoot. They're guarding him with smalls, with wings or guards, trying to bait him into a post game rather than and keep him off the three-point line, which is his best trait as an offensive player. The fact that he's a 7-footer, he can shoot threes at a high level. So teams put smalls on him, trying to bait him into the post where he has a more limited game. He's also not a great passer out of double teams. He's a pretty good passer out of the high post, but not a great passer out of double teams. The Knicks aren't great at playing out of double teams anyway in terms of like cutting off the ball whenever they bring a double team to him. So they would rather Karl-Anthony Towns catch it in the post and try to get an offensive move, whether he's guarded by big, whether it's Hartenstein or Holmgren, which has been very rare tonight, or double team him. So if he's got J-Dub on him or if he's got Caruso on him, he'll go into the post, he'll call for the ball, he'll catch it in the post, and the second he catches it, Chet Holmgren or Isaiah Hartenstein are already shading over towards Karl-Anthony Towns, so he's limited already in the offensive moves he could go to. And then if he takes one dribble, puts the ball on the floor, the double team comes a lot harder, then he's forced to either pull it back out or pick up his handle and look to kick it out off the double team. So that's kind of where Karl-Anthony Towns is, and that's why the shot attempts are so low so far. Brian said, Chevy got the Meg beaters on. Eric C. said, hit that like button. This is what playoffs will be like. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, chat. Love y'all. Appreciate you, Eric. Absolutely. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, remember to hit the thumbs up button and like the stream. It very much helps the community out. Appreciate you guys. David Oz Jr., what's up, David? Basketball Jones says, some good basketball. It's a good basketball game. It's back and forth. I'd love a little bit less of ref involvement, but for the most part, really good basketball being played. Look at the box score real quick. Again, we're probably going to come back from this timeout any second here. Anunoby with only 7. We talked about him. 1 for 6 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. 4 for 4 from the foul line at least, but no rebounds, 2 assists, and the 4 personal fouls now, which is going to hurt. Towns with only 6 points tonight. He does have 11 rebounds and 2 assists, also with the 4 turnovers, unfortunately, as well. But Karl-Anthony Towns, I think, has played pretty decently here tonight. Not great, not bad though. Josh Hart, 12. 4 for 6 from three-point range for Josh Hart, baby. You love to see it, Josh. Line it up from 3, man. Keep lining it up from 3. 3 rebounds and an assist for Josh. Not the greatest game, but I do think his defense has been solid. Mikal Bridges, 12 points, 5 for 9 from the field. He's knocked down 2 threes, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. He does have 3 steals. Okay, kind of balances itself out. We need more rebounds from other guys. Towns with 12 rebounds is just, it's too much. Too much. We need other guys to chip in. Brunson is our second leading scorer in rebounding with 5, So, come on, guys. SGA has it up top. Drive down the lane. after he kicked it to J-Dub down the lane, can't get the lefty layup to go. McBride bringing it down the other way, has it on the left wing. McBride crosses over to his left. Half spin on SGA, down the lane, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart will take the lane to his left in the paint, kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges driving to his right, fall away, pull up, jump shot over Harnstein. Got it to go from Mikal Bridges, and it's back to a 1-point game with 6:30 to go. SGA up top, driving to his left against McBride. Has him in the post now. Backing him down, spins off of him, fall away baseline jumper. Got it to go for SGA there. Finally, a jump shot went down for SGA. And Brunson will walk it down the other way. Back and forth they go. But the Thunder have done an excellent job of keeping the Knicks in arm's distance away. Just a small lead, but a lead nonetheless. And we're past the halfway point in this third quarter. Brunson up top being guarded by Dort. Beautiful in and out move. Blows past him in the lane. Throws up the floater. Too strong. Can't get it to go. Rebound over to Holmgren. Beautiful move by Brunson. And you could tell immediately after he missed that floater, upsetted himself. Holmgren up top. Dancing with it. Coming to his right. Spins, fall away jumper in the paint, over Bridges, comes up short, battle for the rebound, Harnstein tips it to himself, kicks it out to Dort. Dort the straightaway three over Bridges, trying to close out, in and out, can't get it to go, rebound to Holmgren, Holmgren gets fouled, and he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Tay said, please kick off Ponachon. What's Ponachon doing? Is he being disrespectful in the chat? I'm scrolling back, I don't see him. Oh, Ponachon's being weird in the chat. Gotcha, brother. Gotcha. I got you. Thank you, Tay. Thank you. Gotcha. I gotcha. I got him out of here. Don't be weirdos in the chat, y'all. We just having a good time watching some basketball. Holmgren knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Just that's a JB getting fouled underneath. He is indeed. He is indeed. Brian said, Harnstein and Chet are toying with Cat on the glass on the offensive side. The Thunder have double bigs out there. Karl Anthony Towns has 12 rebounds already. Holmgren has 6. It's not really comparable. Karl Anthony Towns has dominated the boards. But if they're going to have double bigs out there, you're going to need to eventually match them with your own double bigs. Now they put Harnstein to the bench. McBride loses the handle. Diving for the loose balls. Going to be a kick ball. McBride down on the floor. Don't love that. Devon Corica L. What's up, Devon? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. McBride just came back from injury, and he's down on the floor, hurting. Just as we got Deuce McBride back, they're waving towards their training staff. He's yet to get up. He's really hurting right now. Now he's going to be helped up to his feet. He's going to limp off the court. Just as we got Deuce McBride back, y'all. See the dive. He falls on Lou Dort. McBride already kind of holding his groin area. Could be a groin pull. Don't love to see that. Don't love to see that. I forgot to give Chet Holmgren his other free throw, by the way. It's 63-68. So McBride subs out. They get it inside the Wallace. Over to Dort. Kicks it up top to McCain. McCain, deep right wing 3. McCain comes up short. Fight for the loose ball. And a loose ball foul on the Knicks. And from what I saw on that play, Chet Holmgren just ran right into Mikal Bridges. Yeah, there's no real contact on McBride after he dove to the floor. Could be a groin pull. And that could sideline you for a long time, man. Yeah, he's hurting. He's done for the night. Yep. I think that's a groin pull, and he's going to be out another couple of weeks, and he's not going to be ready for the playoffs. Don't love it. Don't love to see it. Just that said, Dort did that on purpose. I don't think Dort did that on purpose. Both guys were diving for the ball. As a matter of fact, McBride was the one who dove on top of Dort. Dort was already on the floor, and McBride dove on top of him to try and save the ball. And Deuce's going back to the locker room. He's done. And I think he's going to be done for a couple of weeks. And he's gingerly limping off the court as well. Yeah, he's done. He pulled that groin. Holmgren at the foul line, misses the second free throw. Splits the pair there. It's a 6-point game. The Knicks bringing it down the other way. So, that sucks. And Bridges picked up his 4th foul. So we got Anunoby with 4. We got Bridges with 4. Mo Diwara is finally back in the game, or finally in the game for the first time here tonight, with both wings picking up 4 fouls. Clarkson gets it over to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing, being guarded by Kason Wallace. Jab step, coming to his right, step back, baseline, fall away jumper over Wallace. Got it to go for JB. My goodness, a tough shot. Here come the Thunder bringing it down the other way. 4:30 to go here in this third quarter. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Clarkson. This is not a great matchup. SGA is going to dance with it down the lane, takes a bump, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. Yep. Adam Hurley with a Adam. Knicks suck. 5-point game, right? 4-point game right now. SGA at the foul line for 2. Yeah, sure. Brian said, I turned down the TV so I can smell what Chefy's cooking. Appreciate you, Brian. Appreciate you. Does anybody else do that? Some people have said it in the chat. Just that's it, Mo Money. I mean, you got to dig deeper into your bench now. Mo Diwara, we've been calling for you all night, Mo. Don't let us down. Don't let us down tonight. It is a tough game to be out there for young players, which is why teams normally lean on their veterans here. SGA misses the second free throw, but Jaren McCain beats the Knicks to the ball, but he can save it from going out of bounds. Good hustle from Josh Hart to then pick up that loose ball. Now here come the Knicks. Josh Hart bringing it down. He has it up top. 4:20 to go. Josh Hart sees a double team. Gets it over to Robinson. Robinson being guarded by Holmgren. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left off the Robinson screen. Has it up top. Driving it down. Inside pass to Clarkson. Floater. Got it to go from Jordan Clarkson. And he's saying he got hit on the arm. SGA split the free throws, by the way. So it's 70-67, 4 minutes to go here in this third quarter. A.J. Mitchell coming to his right, pulls it out. Mitchell dancing with it against Robinson. Mitchell dancing with it, step back 3 over Mitch. Got it to go for A.J. Mitchell, lulling him to sleep. Robinson wanted him to settle for a step back 3 rather than drive it against him. But A.J. Mitchell, smooth move, got it to go down. Josh Hart up top gets it over to Robinson. Robinson being guarded by Holmgren. Hands it off to Diwara. Diwara being guarded by McCain. Coming to his left. Now coming to his right off the Robinson screen. Putting his head down, attacking. Over to Robinson, rolling to the rim. Catches it, goes up. Can't get the finish to go. A lot of contact, no foul call. Clarkson comes flying in, battling for the loose ball, and it's out of bounds off of Clarkson. Good hustle from Jordan Clarkson, but ultimately the ball will go back to the Thunder here. Basketball Jones, what a game. What a game. 6-point game right now with the Thunder bringing it down. A.J. Mitchell up top being guarded by Diwara. Coming to his right off the J. Will screen. Picks up his handle, kicks it out to J. Will. J. Will coming to his left, hits SGA coming back door. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Too strong, can't get it to go. Rebound by Josh Hart. SGA missing very makeable shots here tonight. Knicks need to be able to take advantage on this kind of night. Offensive performance from SGA. Josh Hart hands it off to Brunson. Coming to his right for Robinson screen. Brunson pulls it back out, sees a double team. Now they retreat. Brunson one-on-one against Wallace. Pulls it all the way back out. Brunson coming to his right off the Wallace screen. Driving it right into McCain, and a blocking foul on Jaren McCain. That's their third team foul, so it's still sat out of bounds by the Knicks. And we get a timeout. 6-point game. 3 minutes to go. Eric C. said, I play Chef in my headphones and keep the game low. All Chefy all day. Appreciate you, Eric. Appreciate you. Jason said, we got him right where we want him. Just keep it close to winning time. That's a tough proposition to ask with the way SGA has played in fourth quarters this season, man. I'd like a little bit of a cushion. I'd like a lead going into the fourth quarter. Seemingly unlikely to this point. We got 3 minutes to go in a 6-point game. So, hopefully. William Penn, what's up, Will? Knicks aren't that good, but I'm predicting an upset this game. I hope so, Will. Brian said they won't call the foul on smaller defenders always. They tend not to. They tend to give smaller players the benefit of the doubt, especially when going against bigger players, which I hate. G4 said, Big Dog, how's your day been? It's been good, man. It's been good. Went out to dinner with the family early to celebrate Mom's birthday, and I ate way too much. Got the itis. I got the itis earlier. Eric C said, why listen to Reggie Miller when you got Chef cooking? Appreciate you, Eric. Appreciate you. Isaiah Gardner said, I hope Deuce is okay. I think it's a groin injury. Yeah, and that could sideline him for a couple of weeks, which means he probably won't be ready for the playoffs. It's not good. It's not a good outcome. In his first game back, was so excited, and now he's back out. Adam John, what's up, Adam? Coming in clutch. No NBC for me. Appreciate you, Adam. I try. Hope you're enjoying yourself tonight. Joseph said, is Mo still in the game? As of right now, he's still in the game. We'll see if they come out of the timeout with him. I hope they will. CB said, Knicks offense is not sharp. Too much dribbling by Brunson, more passing and movement needed. It's hard to pass the ball against this Thunder team, brother. You're going to need your offensive players to be dominant offensive players, which is why they're playing out of Jalen Brunson. And when they bring a double team, he's going to have to kick it. And for the most part, he has tonight. And when they don't bring a double team, your offensive players are just going to have to go cook, which is why they've given it to Towns in the post and asked him to go cook. He's done a couple of times, but ultimately they bring double teams to Towns in the post. And they bring double teams to Brunson whenever he's coming off a screen. So ultimately, what the Thunder are trying to bait you into is isolation play, right? It's what their defense is trying to bait you into. Because they're excellent in rotation. You got to move the ball around, right? But ultimately, if you catch the Thunder in rotation, they're going to do an excellent job and run your guys off the three-point line, which the Thunder have done multiple times to the Knicks shooters here tonight and force them into the paint and force them to finish over their double big defenders, or even if one of them's out there, force you to finish over Hartenstein or Holmgren. And that's just a tough proposition, so ultimately the Knicks are going to have to settle for a couple of mid-range shots. But it is tough. It is tough against this team. Right? It's easier said than done. They are one of the best defensive teams we've had in a long time. Bostonian Savan? What's up, Savan? Towns still in the game. Towns is out of the game right now. He will start the fourth quarter. Here we go. We're back into it. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Cason Wallace. Brunson coming to his left. SGA hedges out hard. Now they retreat. Brunson looking to attack. Crosses over to his right. Down the lane. Foul line. Pull-up jumper comes up short. Robinson battling for the rebound. Knocks it over to Cason Wallace, though. He shot out of a cannon, driving it down against Hart. Spins against him. Layup can't get it to go, but a foul is called, and Cason Wallace will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. I think Mike Brown just got hit with a technical. Arguing with the official, and this is what playing against OKC does. This is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens. We've seen many of coaches pick up technical fouls when playing against the Thunder. As SGA misses the technical free throw, man, that jump shot has been off for SGA here tonight in the Knicks. Looking like they're not going to be able to take advantage. SGA misses the technical, but Cason Wallace still at the foul line for 2. G4 said Big Cat got them boards, though. He's been dominating the boards here tonight. Mike said, might not be funny because it's true. Zane said, that's where Mikhail comes in, has that midi bag. Absolutely. And he's out of the game now, but I think he has, 12, 14 points, something like that. Wallace knocks down the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Eric C said, refs still playing for OKC. Wallace misses the second free throw. Robinson a rebound. Here comes Brunson. 2:30 to go here in this third quarter. Brunson bringing it down against Wallace. He has it up top. They get it over to Robinson. Robinson keeps it. Hands it off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart coming to his left, coming to his right. They're going under the screen. Josh Hart pull up 3. Josh Hart, his 5th made 3 of the night, and they need him. They needed every single one of them. 74-70. SGA bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Hart. Coming to his right, driving it down in the lane, leans in, steps through, kicks it out. J. Will, no dip 3 for him. Got it to go, nothing but net. Off the kick out from SGA's pressure. 7-point lead. They got those 3 points right back. Under 2 to go here in this third quarter. Brunson bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Brunson gets it over to Robinson. Robinson up top. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson up top, half spin. Now coming to his right for Robinson screen. Brunson, pull up 3 for JB. Oh my goodness, what a bomb from Jalen Brunson. Got it to go over 2 defenders. He said, screw it, I'm just going to do me. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. It's a 4-point game, 77-73. 1:30 to go here. SGA step back, kicks it out. J. Will inside pass to Wallace. Pump fakes, but gets the layup to go. Beautiful ball movement from the Thunder. Never stopped moving, even after the open look was attained. Still kept it moving and gave up a good shot for a great shot. Alvarado down the lane, throws a lob up top to Robinson, catches it and guides it through the basket over J. Will there. 79-75 with 1:10 to go in this third quarter. A.J. Mitchell bringing it down, loses the handle, picks it back up. Being guarded by Jordan Clarkson. Mitchell up top. A.J. Mitchell trying to get it over to SGA. Good ball denial from Josh Hart. Now they get it over to him. Shot clock already down to 5. SGA jab step. They show a double team. Tries to split it. He does. Driving to his left to the lane. Reverse layup. Got it to go. Clarkson, what kind of double team is that, brother? You allow him to easily split you like that? Where's that double team coming from? Clarkson, what are we doing? Alvarado dancing with it around Robinson screen down the lane. Tries to kick, leave it off for Robinson down the lane. Gets knocked out of the air by J. Will. Here come the Thunder pushing the other way. SGA pull up 3 over Hart. Can't get it to go, but a foul is called, and Josh Hart can't believe it. Use the challenge, Mike Brown. Use a challenge, big dog. Unless it was a foul. Nobody signaling for a challenge from the Knicks players. Let's see the replay. Yeah. Got to see a better angle. It looks like he makes contact with his arm and forearm. SGA with the flail, though, in midair. Looking for the foul call. He gets the first one to go. He's got 2 more coming. Basketball Jones said the refs got this game. I mean, Josh Hart fouls him there on a 3-point attempt. SGA knocks down the second one. He's got 1 more coming. Eric C said didn't affect the shot. When you make contact with a guy shooting and you make contact with his arm, it's a foul. Whether it affected the shot or not, we could believe whatever we want. It's a foul. It's a foul from Josh Hart. SGA knocks down all 3 free throws. Knicks bringing it down the other way. They now find themselves trailing by 9, and Kason Wallace picks the pocket of Brunson in the backcourt down the lane, misses the scoop layup. Alvarado with the rebound. Oof. Knicks avoid disaster there. Brunson bringing it down against Wallace, and Wallace picks up a foul against Brunson. And Wallace arguing that he didn't get a foul call on the other end. Brian said, didn't he kick his leg out? He did kick his leg out. He did flail in the air to exaggerate the contact there, to make the refs notice that he got hit on the arm. But his leg didn't make contact with Josh Hart at all. So, therefore, it's not an offensive foul on SGA, despite him, indeed, kicking his leg out. They get it over to Robinson. Robinson over to Brunson. And I think they foul Robinson intentionally on the inbound there. Robinson at the foul line for 2 free throws. Eric C said, foul of Mitchie, classy. I mean, Mitch got to knock down his free throws, man. Robinson knocks down a free throw. Yes, sir, big dog. Knock down another one now. Now knock down another one, big dog. Zane said LML mid strats. I mean, when you got a guy who shoots sub 40% from the foul line, 39.4 this season on his free throw shooting. So, got to knock down 2, though, Mitch. Got to knock down 2. Robinson in and out on the second one. Battle for the loose ball. Alvarado picks it up, shovels it out to Brunson. He has it up top. They will hold it for the final shot of the quarter. 8-point game. Brunson being guarded by SGA. Brunson driving to his right. Step back. Mid-range. Fall away. Got it to go for Jalen Brunson. 1.6 on the clock. J. Will inbound it, gets it into SGA, back to J. Will, 3/4 court heave, and it's off the backboard, not close. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 36 minutes down, 12 minutes to go. Thunder lead by 6. May the best team win. Ram Jam, Captain Clutch. Nice shot at the end there of the quarter, but now we got 12 minutes of clutch basketball. Thunder with a 6-point lead. They've led majority of the game. This is an uphill battle for the New York Knicks, man. Emerald Dublin with the Emerald. Last quarter is for the Knicks. We'll see. Lemon Pound Cake with the Lemon. This feels like a Lakers game with all the foul calls and all the stoppages. I mean, that's kind of the essence of a Thunder game most of the time. Son to Jen said, boring free throw nonsense. I don't think it's been that egregious. Let's look at the team stats. Maybe I'm wrong. It has been a lot of free throws. It has. But Oof, my goodness. 32 free throw attempts. All right. So I'm very wrong. 32 free throws attempts is crazy. I thought this was going to be a lot closer of a number. 32-10 is crazy lopsided. My goodness. Man, what's up, man? Where is Cat? He's going to be starting the fourth quarter, brother. 8 for 10 for the Knicks. 26 of 32 for the Thunder. My goodness. 3-point attempts, 14 for the Knicks, 6 for the Thunder. So this is why it is indeed a close game. The Knicks are just out shooting the Thunder so far here tonight. 6 for 20 for the Thunder, 14 of 30 for the Knicks here tonight. CB said maybe they can massage it out or give him painkiller. McBride, he's done for the night. Sierra, what's up, Sierra? Christian Blaze said, do you remember how many free throws OKC had at half? I don't remember, unfortunately. We could probably look that up, but through 3 quarters, 32-10 is crazy. 32 free throw attempts through 3 quarters is crazy. It's an insane amount of free throw attempts. And then the 32-10 differential is kind of crazy, man. Eric C said, the referee union strikes again. A game between LA and OKC would take a week to finish. Maybe. 63 field goal attempts for the Knicks. They're winning the possession battle by 6 attempts. But ultimately, that comes down to the fact that OKC's, a lot of their shot attempts have also come from the foul line or have been called foul, so they don't get counted as shot attempts per se. Rebounds 33-31, so about even. 11 offensive rebounds to 10 offensive rebounds, about even. Everything else, I assume, is mostly going to come up about even. 15 assists to 15 assists. 7 steals to 8 steals. 3 blocks for the Knicks. 0 for the Thunder so far tonight. 17 turnovers for the Knicks. 12 turnovers for the Thunder. Another high turnover game for the Knicks is always going to be tough. Emerald Dublin said 32-10. 32-10, man, that's rough. That's rough. Brian said, no, you couldn't be wrong, never? What am I wrong about? What did I say? Fast break points 4-13. The Thunder, more steals, I assume? No, they only got 1 more steal, but got more, taking advantage of it more. More fast break points, 13-4. Points in the paint, 16-34. Knicks with only 16-point paints? Knicks with only 16-point paints. That is rough. That is extremely rough. Thunder doing a great job of forcing the Knicks out on the perimeter, and the Knicks are doing a pretty good job of at least knocking down their shots to keep this one close. MBM said, not for OKC. This is how they flow here. Refs with hockey assist. Darnell said, Kolek is going to save the game. I don't think we see Kolek, brother. Chi said 32 fouls for the OK refs. SGA alone, more more foul calls than the entire Knicks team combined. Find a way to overcome it, man. Find a way to overcome it. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell Knicks. I don't know what to tell them. They kick it out. Caruso, right quarter 3 for Alex Caruso. Splashes at the start of the quarter. And the Knicks start by trailing by 9 after that 3. SGA J-Dub on the bench. Brian said, was Tyler playing G League? Not lately. He played G League, I think, last week. Clarkson has it up top to get over to Anunoby on the right wing. Coming to his right, pulls it back out. Anunoby on the right wing, being guarded by Hartenstein. Anunoby's only made the 1 shot tonight. Crosses over to his left, down the lane, kicks out the bridges, relocates, pump fakes. Back out to Anunoby, catches, step back 3 over Hartenstein, comes up short, and rebound to Chet Holmgren. Here comes Caruso down the lane, steps back, pump fakes over to Holmgren, hands it back off to Caruso. Caruso hands it off to A.J. Mitchell. Coming to his right, off a Holmgren screen. Mitchell picks up his handle, gets it over to Isaiah Joe, back to Mitchell. Mitchell coming to his left off the Hartenstein screen, down the lane, in the paint. Pump fake, puts it up off glass, can't get it to go. Hartenstein tips it up and in with the left hand and gives the Thunder a double-digit lead for the first time tonight. 89-78. Alvarado up top, driving to his right, kicks it out the Bridges. Bridges taking the lane to the paint, gets stripped but fouled by Alex Caruso. And the Thunder players immediately going to the bench asking for a challenge. And Mikal Bridges walking his way to the foul line tells the Thunder bench and their coaching staff, go ahead, challenge it. See what happens. As he walks his way to the foul line. And the Thunder bench will elect to not use their challenge. Nick Yak said it's our turnovers costing too many points. Yes. Bridges at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knock down your free throws, please, Mikal. As he misses the first one. Thanks, big dog. Thanks for that. Gigi said, Cat and OG, no show tonight. The besties doing their thing. I think Cat's been okay. Obviously, he needs more than 2 shot attempts. I've talked about why it's only been 2 shot attempts, but yes, shoot more shots, Karl Anthony Towns. 6 points is not going to get it done. You need more points for Karl Anthony Towns. I think outside of that, he's been solid, but obviously that is a huge part of his game that just has not shown up here tonight. Unfortunately, Bridges does at least knock down the second free throw. Mitchell on the left wing, attacking to his left, pulls it back out, kicks it out to Joe. Joe off the screen, puts up the 3 over Alvarado. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Hartenstein battling for the rebound. It's out of bounds, and they're going to call it out of bounds off of the Knicks. Got to change my cooler. Thank you, Fungpei. It is going to be Knicks ball. They are going to give it back. They changed their call. It's going to be the Knicks. Brian said, Knicks doing a lot of complaining. Caruso has mind control over Josh Hart. Caruso has mind control over 90% of the league, brother. Caruso kung fu fights during the game. and just gets on players' nerves. Clarkson pulls it out. Tries to get it over to Bridges. Ball gets knocked out of the air by Caruso. It's going to stay with the Knicks, though. Brian said, Hart plays too much. We have to trade him off. You would love that, wouldn't you, Brian? As a Pacers fan, you would love Josh Hart not being on the Knicks. Alvarado up top, pulling it back out. Coming to his left off an Anunoby screen. Alvarado, bump Euro down the lane, throws up the floater off the back rim, can't get it to go. Towns the offensive rebound, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. All right. Okay. We're going to need to go to Jalen Brunson early in this quarter. The Knicks trail by 10, 79-89. End of days. What's up, end of days? The Knicks are nothing really. They might make it to the second round of the playoffs. I'll tell you what, end of days, I'm more confident in this version of this Knicks team going into the playoffs this year than I was about last year's version going into the playoffs. And that team made it to Game 6 of the conference finals. So hopefully it works out for them where they make a finals run this year and ultimately win the championship. But we will see how it all plays out. Zion on Westbrook. What's up, Westbrook? The Thunder look better defensively without SGA. Reggie Miller said, there's levels to this. I wonder what level that is. I mean, I don't know. I guess. Usually they lean more towards their defensive lineups when SGA is off the court because they don't have their go-to offensive guy. But SGA is a really solid defender in himself. Hartenstein hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell up top, pulls it back out, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right, off the Hartenstein screen, down the lane against Towns, in the paint, kicks it up top. Isaiah Joe, wide open 3, Clarkson a little late to close out, and Joe makes him pay by knocking down the 3. A great drive and kick out by Case on Wallace there. Alvarado up top, and a foul on Chet Holmgren. Kung Fu fighting against Towns. And this is something that the Knicks... Something the Knicks players and coaching staff have argued consistently as Towns gets fouled on the perimeter and it really never gets called. They get it into Anunoby. Anunoby hands it off to Alvarado. Alvarado up top being guarded by Isaiah Joe. Coming to his right off a screen, down the lane, throws up a floater. Got it to go for Jose Alvarado. Nice screen by OG Anunoby there to free up Alvarado. Back to 9. Knicks going back and forth, but they trail by 9 points here. Trail by a decent amount. A.J. Mitchell up top, driving to his right against Clarkson, down the lane, looking for the foul, doesn't get it, battle for the loose ball, knocked out of bounds. It's going back to the Knicks. 9:11 to go. And the Thunder are going to call a timeout and use a challenge. You got to see the replay. Thunder using a challenge. They're usually pretty good on their challenges. And this is an out-of-bounds challenge, so I have to think that it's going to be out of bounds off of the Knicks. And that is pretty clearly, unless they show a different angle of this, pretty clearly off of Hartenstein. But we only get to see the one angle because they got to get these ads in there as we go to an ad during this timeout break. We'll see what they call when they come back, but just off of that replay there, it looks like the ball will go to the Knicks and they'll lose the challenge. Gigi said, why do they prefer to give the 3 instead of a 2? I don't think the Knicks prefer to give the 3 instead of the 2. The way most defenses are kind of set up in modern-day basketball, Chichi, is that you can't give up everything, and there's too many players, especially when you play against good teams. Almost every good team usually runs 5-man lineups out there who can dribble, pass, and shoot. Right? Whether it's like even the Thunder. Let's take the Thunder lineup here because we know the Knicks, all 5 of these guys can dribble, pass, and shoot. But even the Thunder here who are running a double big lineup, Holmgren can shoot, dribble, pass, and shoot. Caruso can do the same. Isaiah Joe can do the same. AJ Mitchell can do the same. To varying degrees of shoot the ball, obviously. Caruso shooting like 28% from three-point range this year, but he's already knocked one down tonight, and he obviously is confident enough to continue to let it fly. Hartenstein isn't necessarily your traditional dribble, pass, and shoot big, where he doesn't shoot threes. He doesn't even really shoot any kind of jump shots, but he's extremely smart with the ball in his hands in terms of playing the handoff game and can also get into the lane and knock down a floater from 15 feet out. So that's how he stretches the court for himself, as well as being inside the paint and being a good finisher around the basket. The reason why teams sometimes would rather give up a 3 is because, let's say the Knicks are guarding the Thunder here, and they run everybody off of their preferred spots. So they stay in front of Holmgren, don't give him an easy look. They stay in front of Hartenstein, don't give him anything from floater range. They keep Isaiah Joe off the three-point line, and they run him off, and they force a kick out, and they swing it out to AJ Mitchell. They close out to him. They force him to kick it out. If the ball finds its way to Alex Caruso out at the three-point line, the Knicks will say, cool. I'd rather Alex Caruso shoot this semi-contested 3 versus Holmgren shooting a fall-away mid-range shot out of the post against like a mismatch against Jordan Clarkson, or Hartenstein shooting a 10-foot floater, or Isaiah Joe shooting a semi-contested 3 because he's more than capable of knocking it down, or AJ Mitchell with the ball in his hands looking to attack because he's dangerous with the ball in his hands, right? If we have to give anything up, it's going to be an Alex Caruso semi-contested 3. Now, don't give him wide-open 3s. Nobody wants to give up wide-open shots to anybody unless, part of your game plan is to maybe shrink the confidence of a player. So sometimes teams like the Celtics will aggressively not guard Josh Hart purposely and force Josh Hart to shoot, because if he misses 2 threes, suddenly the confidence in that jump shot falls, and later on in the game you could really look to exploit that. But teams will generally want the Thunder don't want Alex Caruso shooting 3s. Those are not shots that they want Caruso settling for, or their offense settling for. So they'll live with Alex Caruso semi-contested 3s. But ultimately, you want to dare an offense to take shots that they don't themselves want. That is last resort for this Thunder offense. If they drive and kick and they move the ball around and it ultimately ends in Caruso's hands for a 3, the Thunder are like, dang, hopefully Caruso knocks that down, but that's not really what we wanted, right? So the Knicks are forcing the Thunder into shots that they just don't want to take. And it's why teams will sometimes end up in a situation where they're giving up open 3s, and they're really just kind of semi-corrected. Alvarado has it up top. Alvarado coming to his right off the Anunoby screen. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Up top, Anunoby with the open 3. Anunoby, his second made basket, comes in a 3-point shot. It's a 6-point game. Okay, Knicks were down by as many as 11. They knocked 5 points off of it. It's a 6-point game, but you still have an uphill battle to climb here. Mitchell has it up top, being guarded by Alvarado. Coming to his right, over to J-Dub. Now over to Wallace. Wallace over to Caruso. Down low to J-Dub. Ball knocked out of his hands by Bridges. Excellent defense from McHale. McHale putting his head down, attacking, pulls it back out. Over to Towns. Down the lane in the paint. Goes up with the layup. Can't get it to go. Great defense from Hartenstein. Knocked out of bounds by Clarkson. Karl-Anthony Towns just way too out of control on that drive to the rim there. Oof. MGT Adrian with the Adrian. Why did they take Chet out? Did he foul out or rest? It's rest. He did not foul out. He's not been in foul trouble all night. AJ Mitchell has it up top, being guarded by Alvarado. Mitchell coming to his left. They swing it over to J-Dub, mid-range, pull-up jumper. Looks like the Knicks are resorting into a zone here. Rebound to Towns. Here comes Alvarado. 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Alvarado up top, crosses over to his right, down the lane, hesitates, pulls it back out. Alvarado now coming to his left off another Anunoby screen. Steps back, crosses over to his right, bump, floater, comes up short. Towns offensive rebound, a putback, can't get it to go. Another putback, can't get it to go. Another battle on the glass, picks it up, layup, got it to go that time. There you go. Karl-Anthony Towns dominating the boards there. 4-point game. 7:45 to go. Whew. 10 points, 17 rebounds now for Towns to get it over to Caruso. Cross-court pass to Joe. Joe catches, ran off the line by Clarkson. Step back on him, though. Beautiful move from Joe. Can't get the finish, though. Alvarado with the rebound. And the zone has really thrown this Thunder team for a loop here. They're just not really cognizant of how to fully attack this zone, settling for shots now. Alvarado down the lane, stops, pulls it back out. Being guarded by J-Dub, half spin, attacking now under the basket, tries to get over to Clarkson, throws it right to Isaiah Joe. A bad decision from Jordan Clarkson. Joe looking to attack, loses the handle, pulls it all the way back out, kicks out to Caruso. Caruso pump fakes over to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Bridges. And the Knicks are having to resort to a man-to-man here off the turnover. Down the lane, layup for J-Dub, can't get it to go. Harnstein the rebound, kicks it out. Caruso right corner three, he's open, comes up short. Towns another rebound, and they get over to Alvarado, and they'll walk it down the other way as we quickly approach the halfway point of this fourth quarter. 6:40 to go in this fourth quarter. 4-point game. Alvarado to his right, driving it down against Joe, pulls it back out, directing some traffic on the right wing, driving it down again, crosses over to his left, pulls it out, coming to his right, spins back to his right, picks up his handle, lobs it over the top of town, spins, leans in, draws the foul, and the layup, and one. Give it to me, Big Cat. Cut it to a 1-point game, big dog. 6:30 to go. Ram Jam said Knicks are going on a run. They are indeed. They are indeed. Suns Gen said Cat haters be gone. He's starting to no longer fit into their agenda, so they're gone. There are so many ways to criticize Karl Anthony Towns, but it is so lazy. So lazy the way people in the chat do it. I criticize Karl Anthony Towns all the time. Brian said, keep the ball up and dunk it. My guy's got no lift anymore, brother. You can't dunk it. Not off the vert like that. Beer batted Gummy Shark, what's up, Beer? Can't believe Sixers gave Isaiah Joe and McCain to OKC for free. Yeah, we have Lowry on our roster. Yeah, that's tough, Beer battered. That is extremely tough. Towns converts his three-point play. 6:30 to go here. 92-91. 10-0 run for the Knicks over the last 3 minutes. Brunson back in, gets blown by Mitchell to kick it out. Caruso, an open right wing three, knocks it down. Towns too late to close out there, but again, they want to dare Caruso to shoot. Bad defense from Jalen Brunson getting blown by Mitchell on the perimeter. Brunson up top, coming to his right off a Josh Hart screen, driving it down. Gets it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart being guarded by Chet Holmgren. Coming to his left, hands it off to Anunoby. They lob it down low to Towns. Turns, spins, layup, got it to go. Where's my other foul? How is that not a blocking foul? Give it to me. Give me another and one. We're past the halfway point. It's a 2-point game, 95-93. J-Dub has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. They get over to SGA. SGA being guarded by Hart. Backing him down. SGA's been off with the jump shot all night. Tries to kick it out to J-Dub, and it goes into the backcourt, and it is a backcourt violation, a turnover for SGA. That's 2 turnovers for him here tonight, I believe. Averages about 2 turnovers. Eric said Towns is a hooper. He is a hooper. He is a hooper. An awkward hooper, but a hooper nonetheless. Beer Battered said, tight Honer, penny pinching, and we have a healthy roster. This year could be our last chance with PG and Embiid. I mean, you'll still have them on your roster, but I get what you're saying. It might be their last year fully healthy and playing at this level, but we'll see. Bridges up top, picks up his handle. We can't pick up our handle back there, Mikhail. They get over to Brunson, being guarded by Caruso. Mitchell hedges out hard. Brunson keeps it as Mitchell switched on to him. Crossing over to his left off the Town screen. Driving it down. Off the Robinson screen, by the way. Brunson down the lane. Wild tube layup. Can't get it to go. Loose ball rebound. Finds its way to Caruso. Here comes SGA. SGA on the right wing. We better be quick to bring in SGA down the lane. Wild lefty layup. A foul is called. He's going to the foul line for 2. Foul on Mikal Bridges, I believe. So that's his 5th. Yeah, foul on Mikal Bridges. That's his 5th. Put Karl Anthony Towns back in the game, please. Why is Towns subbed out? I don't like it. Get Karl Anthony Towns back in the game. I don't love the way Mitchell Robinson has played tonight. I don't think he's been bad, but I also don't think he's been particularly all that good. Get Mitchell Robinson back in? Are we just getting Towns a little bit of a rest? What are we doing? What are we doing? Get my guy back in there. A minute. No more. No more. I want him in no later than 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Gigi said, Cass scores the last 7 points and he gets to the bench. Way to go, Brown. Yeah, this time I'm with you, Chichi. All right, here we go. He's coming back in. He just needed to take a sip of water or something real quick. All right, he's coming back in. He's coming in for Bridges. So they're going to go to the double big lineup. Austin the Philosopher, and I see what you did with Philosopher there, brother. Appreciate you, Austin. He said, Cat heating up, and they sub him to lose for prize picks. The betting app? I don't know about that, brother. Keith said, can you dig it? Towns is needed. He is indeed. SGA knocks down both of his free throws, as he tends to do. He's a fantastic free throw shooter. He's got a lot of practice at it. Josh Hart brings it down. He has it up top. They get it over to Robinson. Robinson directing some traffic. They get over to Towns, being guarded by Caruso. Over to Brunson out on the perimeter, being guarded by Dort. Brunson, jab step, coming to his left. They show two. Now they retreat. Brunson, dancing with it, coming to his right, spins to his left. Half spin, pump fake, steps through, in the paint, scoop play with the right hand, got it to go just as the shot clock expires. Another beautiful move by Jalen Brunson there in the step through off the pump fake pivot. Here comes SGA looking for an answer, 4:40 to go in this fourth quarter. SGA up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Now Josh Hart switches onto him, crossing over to his right. Foul line, pull-up jumper for SGA. Again, the jump shot's been off, but it's fourth quarter money time, and SGA's got it going. Knocks down the pull-up jumper there, a perfect shot. When the game is on the line, SGA plays his best. He's got 24. Robinson tries to get it over to Towns. Caruso jumps the passing lane. Towns dives for it, but he was out of bounds. Robinson did a good job knocking the ball loose from Caruso, at least to save the fast break possession there. We can't be that sloppy, Big Mitch. We can't be that sloppy. Also, why are we running big-to-big action? Why, if Caruso is on Towns, feed him in the post. That's worked out pretty dang well tonight. That's not out of bounds off of Karl-Anthony Towns, by the way. That's not out of bounds on Karl-Anthony Towns, by the way. Bad call by the official there. Might have ended up benefiting the Knicks anyway, even if you're giving the ball back to the Thunder. Are the Knicks using a challenge? We get a timeout. I'm trying to see if we got the green light going. They, again, could just be a timeout. Towns rubbing on the knee a little bit there. Is it out of his hands before he's out of bounds? It's out of his hands before he's out of bounds. Great hustle play by Karl-Anthony Towns, and that ball will be saved, but I don't know who had possession. It could be imminent possession back to the Thunder. I don't know why we did that, or it could be a jump ball. We'll see. Brian said, Brunson about to go to work. I need Cat to look alive so I can work. I mean, Brunson is, he is, Captain Clutch, missed the fourth quarter, put the cape on and everything, but if he's got to go up against SGA here, and the Thunder already have this 4-point lead, I don't know. It's tough. MBM reminded people to like button. Appreciate you, MBM. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and like the stream. It is by far the best thing you do to help support the channel, support the community, and I appreciate y'all for it. Kendall 1K said, I need SGA to get one more point. He'll probably get one more point. With 4 minutes to go here tonight, brother, he'll probably get it. Hubian said, we got this. Another close game between the Knicks and the Thunder, and I love to see it. The Knicks and the Thunder played a very good, very close game a couple weeks ago, earlier in the month. Thunder ended up beating the Knicks in a 3-point victory. Knicks had 2 good shots at the end to tie it up and send it to overtime, just missed them. And here tonight, it's a 4-point game. You've had multiple opportunities here tonight, so. Adam John said, let's go, Chevy. Love your channel. Appreciate you, Adam John. And also, I should also let you guys know, we will be trying to make up for some lost time as, obviously we could not stream Saturday or Sunday, so we missed a couple of opportunities to stream some games here. So this week coming up, I was already looking ahead a little bit earlier this morning. MGT Adrian said, Chet, one more bucket? Maybe. Raymond said Thunder can stumble today. They can, but they're pretty good in these clutch time games. They're pretty good, man. Don't underestimate these teams. So tomorrow, I think we're going to do a doubleheader. Like I said, I want to try and cover as much basketball as possible as we end the season here. And we had to take Friday. I had to take Friday and Saturday off to spend time with the family. Sometimes you got to spend time with the family. It is what it is. Tomorrow, we will be doing 76ers versus Heat. It is the primetime national TV game, so that's the game we're doing. It was either going to be doing this game or doing the Celtics-Hawks game. But if we do 76ers Heat, what we can also do is down here, we can do Pistons Thunder tomorrow night as well. So we will be doing the doubleheader tomorrow. We'll be going from, 76ers Heat with Maxey, Embiid, and Paul George back. Should be a fun one against Miami Heat, although Miami Heat kind of stumbling a little bit here lately. But that should be a fun one going down into what should be the game of the night, even though there is no Cade Cunningham for the Detroit Pistons. They've been playing excellently lately, even without him, going up against this Thunder team, and that should be also a fun one. At least, hopefully, it is. So we're going to be doing the doubleheader tomorrow, even though it is a Monday night, and I know we got work in the morning, and we got to wake up early on Tuesday. We're going to do it anyway. And then Tuesday, we'll talk about it more. Well, we got the Knicks taking on the Rockets, NBC game. What's the late game? Trailblazers Clippers. We could also stay up late for Trailblazers Clippers. As a matter of fact, I think we might try and stay up late for Trailblazers Clippers. I know it's an 11 p.m. start time, and I have work on Wednesday morning, but screw it. We'll just make sure we nap it up. Suns Jen said, is it a full moon or something? We got to make up, man. We got to make up for lost time. Lost some time this weekend. And weekends are my favorite time to sneak in extra games. So because we lost some time, we're going to try and do back-to-backs Monday and Tuesday. And, then we'll get back to our regularly scheduled program. But I do owe you guys at least 2 games, I feel like. At least 2. All right, here we go. Thunder get the ball back. I don't know whether they won or lost the challenge. It does not matter. SGA down the lane, knocks down a lefty layup over Towns. A tough layup for SGA there. And now it's a 6-point lead for the Thunder. Brunson bringing it down, being guarded by Dort. Coming to his right, he has it up top. Brunson directing traffic. Brunson coming to his left off the Town screen. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart at the foul line, being guarded by Holmgren. Josh Hart pulling it out. Hits Brunson, coming back door. Foul line. Fall away jumper. Too strong, can't. Off the left rim. Left side of the rim. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Holmgren. Here comes SGA. 6-point lead for the Thunder. SGA, it's cooking time. Pull up 3 off the screen. SGA got it to go. I'm telling y'all, the jump shot has not been there for him all night long, but once the fourth quarter hits, he's ready to go. 3:30 to go. Timeout to the Knicks as the Thunder retake a 9-point lead here. Big time shots for SGA. That is 3 plus 4 on back-to-back 2-pointers. That is 7 straight points for SGA to give him 29 points now. 3 boards, only 2 assists for SGA. They've done a good job of limiting his playmaking ability here, but everyone else has been able to get just enough to get this team over the hump here tonight. Old School said, yes, game over. 3:30 to go. We'll see. Keith said, you are sent to us from the basketball gods. Let's enjoy the game. Appreciate you, Keith. Amy said, is a barely 500 team late game worth covering with work the next day? Save yourself, Sheffy. Clippers have been playing well. Clippers versus Blazers. Clippers have been playing well. Blazers have been playing well. I think that game's going to be fun. I'll tell you what. If we go into Tuesday, because we have a Knicks game. If we go into Tuesday, and I'm feeling tired off the back-to-back on Monday, we'll see. Maybe we just do the Knicks game. But as of right now, the plan is to try and get the doubleheader in on Monday and Tuesday. Because come Wednesday, we got Celtics Heat. Knicks also play the Grizzlies, so we'll do the Grizzlies game. We'll miss Celtics Heat, which could be a fun one. And you got Spurs Warriors. I was going to do the doubleheader here today, but tonight you got the Warriors playing somebody. Who are the Warriors playing? The Nuggets. That's not going to be a fun game. Warriors suck, especially without Steph Curry, who remains out. Anunoby hands it off to Brunson. Brunson almost turns it over. They kick it out to Anunoby. Anunoby has to go out to the half-court line to recover it. Anunoby trying to get it to Brunson. Good denial defense from Dort. Anunoby hands it off to Josh Hart. Coming to his left. Gets it back to Anunoby. Being guarded by Holmgren. Anunoby, jab step, pump fake, step back. 3 for OG. They need it. Can't get it to go. Towns battling on the glass. They get it over. Caruso knocks it away, and they get it over to AJ Mitchell. I think in the final stretch run here, you got to feed Karl-Anthony Towns the ball in the post. It's been one of your most effective plays here, man. Instead, we got Anunoby step back 3s over Holmgren without Karl-Anthony Towns even touching the ball on that play. Brunson guarding SJ on the perimeter. They show heavy aggression. They kick it out. Caruso, right corner 3. Too strong, can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball. Josh Hart against Dort, and it ends up being a jump ball. No foul called. Josh Hart upset at the no foul call, but I think that's good aggressive play from both players. It's going to be a jump ball between Hart and Dort. Judge, that's at OG minus 15. Yeah, OG 2 for 9 from the field tonight. 0 rebounds is also one of the things I look at to see how well OG is playing. 0 rebounds from OG Anunoby is not helping the cause. Karl-Anthony Towns having to rebound almost entirely by himself in this lineup. Brunson and Josh Hart. 6 for Hart, 5 for Brunson. 1 for Bridges, 0 for Anunoby is terrible. Dort wins the tip. Caruso able to save it from going out of bounds. SGA has it up top. He can put the dagger in them to get it over to Holmgren, and the lane throws up the floater. Got it to go. Not necessarily a dagger, but a big-time shot that could extend this lead far past the Knicks' capabilities of making this run. 9-0 run for the Thunder here. After it was tied at 95, Brunson on the right wing kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart loses the handle, picks it up. Caruso dives for it. Over to Bridges, left corner 3. He's open, can't get it to go. Long rebound to Caruso, and that will pretty much do it. That will likely pretty much do it. SGA has it up top. being guarded by Anunoby. SGA, in and out dribble, sees a double team. They swing it around. Chet Holmgren, wide open left corner. He's going to pump fake. Towns fly by defense. Holmgren down the lane. Can't get the layup to go. Gets his own offensive rebound. Towns knocks the ball loose. And Josh Hart picks up the loose ball. He's going to bring it down the other way. Josh Hart, cross-court pass to Bridges. Bridges over to Towns as the trailer. He'll fire up his first three of the night, and he'll miss it. Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And Chet Holmgren gets it over to J-Dub, and J-Dub will bring it down with 1:45 to go. This game is pretty much all but over outside of a miracle shooting ending for the Knicks here. SGA up top being guarded by Hart. SGA driving to his right past Josh Hart, and a foul on Karl Anthony Towns on the SGA drive. And it'll send SGA to the foul line for 2 free throws. Jason said, got to win the fourth versus this team. Not going to lead it wire to wire. Good stream as always, Chef. Appreciate you, Jason. Appreciate you. Isaiah said, yeah, this game is over. Pretty much over. Like I said, outside of a miraculous shooting performance from the Knicks here, down by 11 with SGA at the foul line for 2 as he misses the first free throw. Down by double figures. Down by at least 10 here to the Thunder with a minute and a half to go. Would have to be an epic collapse by the Thunder and an incredible shooting performance by the Knicks in order to pull this victory off, if it were to happen. Carl James said, Brunson ruining the run? My guy was not watching the game, man. Oof. SGA knocks down the second free throw. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Brunson up top, coming to his left, in the lane, steps through, gets fouled. They are in the bonus, so that's 2 free throws. Foonpei said, you've been spamming that all night. People got their agendas, Foonpei, and there's nothing you could say to somebody who's already decided on something, whether or not there's actual opinion, actual data to back it up. King, Comey, what's up, King? Brian said, Hart gets his stats while high-fiving with the opposition and dissing his own teammates. At the same time, trying to be slick, playing his games. Brunson misses a free throw. Game's over already, but it's not going to help you make this miraculous comeback if it is ever going to happen. Yak said, I thought we had a chance. They did have a chance. You were correct in thinking that. They had their chances here tonight, and they couldn't take full advantage of it. Brian said, Hart needs to go. Highly disagree, brother. Highly disagree. Brick by Brick, what's up, Brick? It's crazy how they went away from Cat. I agree, Brick. I agree. He had smalls on him all game, and I know that the Thunder want to bait him into playing in the post so they can either try and draw an offensive foul or double team him and force a kick out and force the Knicks into rotation. But, yeah, I think their best offense, and when they looked their best, was getting at the Karl Anthony Towns in the post here tonight. And they went away from that. Holmgren with the two-handed slam. Brunson did at least knock down the second free throw, but now it's a 13-point deficit, their largest deficit of the game. With a minute to go, Josh Hart picks up his handle. He's got nowhere to go. Good denial defense from Dort. Brunson bringing it down, takes a bump, leans in, float off glass, got it to go. Christopher, what's up, Chris? Don't have to worry about Knicks facing this team in the finals. They won't get there. I mean, I think both of these teams have a pretty difficult path to the finals if they were to meet up there eventually. J-Dub down the lane, draws a foul on the drive. 50 seconds to go, and that's going to pretty much wrap us up, y'all. I think Arne said, like, seriously, Knicks need ball handlers on this team bad. Yeah, I actually liked Jose Alvarado after his initial rough stretch. I thought he did a really good job of feeding Towns. I think he did a good job, for the most part, of ball handling duties. The Deuce McBride injury really hurts. Matter of fact, I'm going to look it up right now, see if there's any new information on it. Ian Begley looks like he tweeted. What's the tweet? Miles McBride is playing his first game back since hernia surgery. McBride is doubtful to return and is being evaluated. Spurs hernia surgery repairs damaged torn tendons that attach to the pelvis. In some cases, tendons that attach to the thigh. Hopefully, it's nothing more serious than a pulled groin, and he's back and out a week. Just that's a Deuce played 10 minutes and an offer. It was his first game back, and the defense was good, and the ball movement was good from Deuce McBride, and he's another option as a ball handler. He's not a great ball handler, but he was another option as a ball handler, a confident player as well. But yeah, man, going down with whatever injury he has, I'm really nervous about that, man. Really nervous about that one. So this one is pretty much over. Brunson's going to continue to drive it. Gets the layup to go. Cool. Foonpay said, Grats, Choklahoma blunder defrauding through foul merchantry. Just that said, the high archer takes time. Man. Raymond said, decided the game, the McBride injury? I don't know if it decided the game, but man. Jay Garner said, who do you have for MVP this season? I got SGA. SGA came in clutch in this fourth quarter when they needed him most, even though the shot was not there. Jeff Brown, what's up, Jeff? Brian Jacobs said, take Jokic for 2020 up next. Yeah, he almost came off a 2020 game, right? So actually, I don't think he'll get that stat line 2 nights in a row. Jay Garner said, I wanted this win so bad. I mean, I thought it was going to be an uphill climb for the New York Knicks here tonight. Joe said, I'm tired of this, coach. Didn't love the coaching tonight from Mike Brown. I think for the most part he did fine, but some key flaws. Went away from Karl-Anthony Towns. Went away from a couple of lineups that I thought worked. Went to the double big lineup in the fourth quarter there, which I thought was a bad idea. I didn't love that decision there. I would have went small. I think you needed more ball handlers, and I think ultimately that hurt. Immediately coming into the game, I thought Robinson made 2 key mistakes and was immediately pulled. I think that was a rough decision from Mike Brown. A couple of rough decisions from Mike Brown tonight, so can't even push back on some Mike Brown hate. Can't even do it. Just that said, yay, 100. 111 to 100 is the final score here tonight. Another loss for the New York Knicks, who dropped to 48-27 now. We knew the end of the season was going to be rough, but now back-to-back games against Charlotte and now against OKC. A much better showing against OKC here tonight than they had against Charlotte, but ultimately you go down and it's a loss nonetheless. Gigi said, I have an honest question. Does Brunson care more about his stats than the win? No, he does not. Cat brings the team back as soon as Brunson comes back in. The team gets blown out. He doesn't even acknowledge Cat. I think the offense generally changes when Brunson's in the game. They have different sets they go to because Brunson is a different player than Alvarado. Alvarado is, isn't as offensively capable as Brunson, and considering Brunson was the player that was cooking through 3 quarters, when he came back into the game, it made sense for him to be like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm going to come back and do what I do, which is take over in the fourth quarter, right? But I don't think the offense was an issue in that fourth quarter. Again, I agree with the fact that they should have went to Karl-Anthony Towns more, but yeah, I think that ultimately probably cost them the game, not looking to Towns more. And that's been a problem this team has had all season. Whether Brunson's in the game or not, is getting the ball to Karl-Anthony Towns more often. I think the issue is that if Jalen Brunson's out there to just kind of give Karl-Anthony Towns the ball, then what is the reason to have Jalen Brunson out there if he's also hurting you, going to probably hurt you defensively? Now, they could use him as a spacer, they could use him as decoy, they can get him more rest while he's out on the court by playing through Karl-Anthony Towns with the post more. There's all kinds of benefits they could have playing through Towns more. I don't think it's a thing where Jalen Brunson cares about his stats. I think it's the kind of mentality that most star players have, or superstar adjacent, whether you think Brunson's a superstar or not, superstar adjacent level players have, where it's like, at the end of the day, I'm the best option, right? So I'm going to do my thing, and the best chance for us to win and for us to score offensively is for me to do my thing. And the offense is kind of set up for that. I think kind of generally the team is like, oh yeah, it's fourth quarter time, give the ball to Brunson. I think they could diversify their offense significantly more by giving the ball to Towns, or at least trying to feature him a little bit more often. Multiple possessions, to your point, Chichi, Towns didn't even touch the ball. And there were also a couple of possessions where Towns wasn't even looking to touch the ball. Now, maybe it's because he knows we're giving the ball to Brunson, let me stay out of the way, or space the court, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I didn't love their offensive process down the stretch of the game here. But ultimately, also their defense let them down here tonight as well. Anunoby, I didn't think was good enough. Bridges was not good enough. I thought Bridges was fine. He was better than Anunoby overall. But there were a couple of offensive possessions, too, where OG Anunoby has the ball on the wing, and instead of looking for Karl-Anthony Towns in the post, settled for a step back 3 over Chet Holmgren. And I know the shot clock's winding down, but that's kind of the point. Way too much standing around, man. Thomas De La Rosa. What's up, Thomas? Towns is not a winner. He's too clumsy. I mean, he's had 2 straight trips to the conference finals, but sure, brother. Captain Mastiff said, next one, Sheffy Crew. Thank you. Appreciate you, Captain. Appreciate you. 25,000 on the Knicks, 22 on OKC. And just far more free throws for OKC as well. CB said, have Brunson feed low post. You could also do that, CB. You're right. You could also do that. There were definitely some miscues for the Knicks from the coaching staff, from Jalen Brunson, from Karl Anthony Towns, from Anunoby, from a lot of guys. I didn't particularly love their process overall here tonight. I think the brilliance of Brunson kept them in there in the first half, and then the brilliance of Towns in the third quarter kept them in there for that third and fourth quarter before Brunson ultimately came in, and the combination of them was just not good enough, man. Brian said that Chevy just questioned his own point guard about being a superstar. Now he's talking about Cat not getting enough touches. Thanks for all the love you are showing. Brian, these are things I've said all season long. It's not questioning Jalen Brunson. It's criticizing Jalen Brunson for not having a good enough fourth quarter and not a good enough decision-making process throughout the game as well. I don't blindly believe in guys without criticizing them. I've criticized everybody on this team all season long. I don't have agendas like you. I will not stick up for somebody who is clearly making mistakes or not playing well enough. Adam John said, are you doing the Denver game? I will not be doing the Denver game here tonight, mostly because I don't think it's worth watching the Golden State Warriors right now, especially without Steph Curry. Now, they could keep this close and keep this a fun ball game against the Nuggets because the Nuggets have kind of faltered a little bit here in the regular seasons. They're getting a lot of their rotation guys back, but it could also end up being a blowout. Aaron Gordon not playing tonight. So they're, again, the Nuggets are not fully whole. Well, they do get Peyton Watson available. But, we will not be doing the Denver Nuggets game here tonight, but we will probably try and do the doubleheader tomorrow. AB said we had to know they were going to lose this. No moral victories. I don't think it's a no. I think it's an expectation that the Thunder are an overall better team. They are the best team in the NBA. The Knicks put up a really good, valiant fight, but ultimately it wasn't enough. Right? I don't think it's a moral victory at all. They put up a valiant fight the last time, and ultimately you're going to have to pull off some of these wins if you want to actually win a championship here. So, Brian said, I love how he's wearing it. Just that said Draymond running the offense. Yeah. Do we want to watch a Draymond-run Warrior offense without Steph Curry? Yeah. Again, they could keep this close and keep it interesting somewhat, but not particularly interested in watching this Warriors team right now, especially without Steph. No Steph, no watch from me. Brian said, I don't even know what day it is. How could I have an agenda? Keith said, did you see the Knicks G League on Saturday? Can we bring a bigger guard in for Alvarado, you mean? The Knicks don't have a bigger guard for Alvarado. Their options are Alvarado, Tyler Kolek, or Deuce McBride, who's now injured yet again. And this Deuce McBride injuries, man, it's rough. AP said, and with a very generous super chat as well, AP. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out our guide, Clyde Frazier, right here. Look at him, looking spicy in the suit. Are they doing with Towns? Is Mike Brown trying to get fired? I guess the Boston Celtics are better. What are they doing with Towns? Yeah, I think it's, how do I want to phrase this? Worth? I don't know if the direct term I'm looking for is worth. I think it's fair. That's the word I'm looking for. I think it's fair to question Mike Brown and his utilization of Karl Anthony Towns this deep into the season. A lot of people have pointed it out. I pointed it out. Thunder, the offense was looking smooth, trying to feed Karl Anthony Towns in the post. And they went away from that a lot here tonight. And the Knicks just need to be better overall in doing so, man. David said, Giannis summer? Brother, that Giannis trade terrifies me, brother. Giannis is my favorite player to watch in the NBA, but he has not been healthy since 2021. He has not had a healthy end to the season since they won the championship in 2021. That's 5 seasons in now, where he has consistently dealt with pretty major injuries, Just that said, the orange suit, please find one, Chevy. Suits are not easy to find like that, man. They are not easy to find. And when you do find them, they're expensive. I'm checking thrift stores. Occasionally maybe I'll go to Macy's and look to see on the cheaper jacket section, but they get expensive, man. Brian said, yeah, Mike Brown gets fired. For sure they don't at least go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, there's going to be some very tough questions to answer. I don't think he gets fired. He was just hired. This front office can't afford to fire Mike Brown. They're going to have to find an excuse because they are paying Tom Thibodeau for the next, after this season, another 2 seasons they will still be paying Tom Thibodeau. So they gave Tom Thibodeau an extension and then fired him last year after giving an extension the year before. So James Dolan will not be very happy having to pay another coach after he's paying all this money for this team here, which the team will probably end up having to go into the second apron at some point here during this run before obviously ultimately trying to win a championship or not. But Bucks already sold them out. What injuries? What the heck? Giannis has dealt with injury after injury after injury, man. He's haven't been healthy in a while. Man to the Wemby for MVP. He could. It's been a rise in Wemby lovers for the MVP race here. I still have SGA. David Osh Jr. said, we don't get to the finals. We're reshaping this team. Depends how far they make it, and depends how they get eliminated, right? I could see them continuing to tinker with this team, but not blowing this team up entirely. I think the only way this team gets blown up is if they get embarrassed in any of these rounds. If they get embarrassed in like the conference finals, I could see them deciding, okay, you know what? We're making massive roster changes here. I don't think you can afford at all to get embarrassed, like a sweep or even a 5-game series here for the Knicks to lose. Even if it's in the finals, maybe the finals, they'd be okay with it. But just that said, JC took 6 shots, missed 5. Yeah, it wasn't a great offensive night for Jordan Clarkson. I did appreciate and really like his effort and his energy and his ability to fight for loose balls and whatnot. But, at some point you got to knock down some shots. Gigi said, as a coach, if you see a player going off, why not run all the plays through him until it shows you different? Hellcat gives you 7 straight points and not even one play called out of him. Yeah. It's a good point, Gigi. It's a good point. It's a great point. Yeah. I think the game was lost when they went away from Karl Anthony Towns, and ultimately their defense couldn't keep up with enough stops to keep them in there for long enough, because then they really struggled offensively, and then SGA got it going, and the next thing you know, you're down by 9. 7 straight points for SGA. Just that's it. Jose got off 10. That's too many. 10 shots for Jose. I think it's fine. You kind of want Jose to shoot. He knocked down 2 threes tonight. He knocked down a couple of floaters. I think that was fine. I actually really liked the game Jose Alvarado started to play, particularly in the second half. I think he's built nice chemistry with Karl Anthony Towns. And I don't particularly love how reliant this team becomes on Jalen Brunson when Jalen Brunson is cooking. And it's like we could play through other guys, even though Jalen Brunson's cooking, And I've said this before, and ultimately it comes down. I always say it's three people are to blame when the offense stalls out and we start playing one way. It's Jalen Brunson's fault because he's the point guard of the team. You got to know better, right? You got to recognize what's going on in the court, and you got to facilitate that to your teammates and call it out and change whatever's going on and figure out a way to get through it. It is the coaching staff's fault because you're the coaching staff. You're the team on the sideline that should know your team best. You're the staff on the sideline that knows your team best, and you should be able to operate and change things up in order to get the best out of your team. And ultimately, it's the players' fault, right? Like it's not like Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns. Right? Like these are all veteran players who've been in the league, played for multiple teams, played for multiple coaches, played with so many different teammates. Like, you know better too. Speak up. You're all grown adults, right? And so ultimately, everybody gets a piece of the blame pie. And depending on certain situations, other guys get bigger blame than others for things not going right on the court. But ultimately, like, the 5 guys got to come together and figure it out. And the coaching staff got to come together and get the 5 guys together to figure it out. It's a team game. There is no one way to play. There is no one guy dominating things. Like, everybody's got to speak up. Everybody's got to be like, hey, what are we doing? Hey, this is not what's been working. We got to figure this out, right? So if Karl Anthony Towns is like, hey, man, it was working beautifully when y'all was giving me the ball. Pull everybody together and be like, listen, they got Alex Caruso guarding me. I don't care what else is going on. Give me the dang ball, right? And if you're the point guard, Jalen Brunson, you got to pull everybody together after a couple of shots maybe not going down for yourself. You got to pull, and you're getting pressured in the backcourt, and you got to go, hey, look, I'm going to be the decoy. Big cat. You got to get positioning, and you got to get the ball. And if they bring a double team, you got to make the right play, right? And if you go down swinging as a team like that, I can't criticize you, right? But when you don't, and there are very obvious things that don't go right, then that's when, as a fan base, we can look at them and we can go, yeah, what were you doing out there? That wasn't good. That wasn't good. Why'd this change? Why'd that change? Why did we go away from the things that were working? That's when we could do that, right? Indy Afro, what's up, Indy? I feel you, brother. I really don't like the Crybaby Thunder. I mean, the Thunder have built themselves up to be the evil empire of the NBA nowadays. With all their capital and their draft picks and, you know, their shrewd maneuvering. And, you know, of course, with the whistle that they get and their play style, physical defense, but flopping offense, gets people to not you know, like you very much or like watching you play very much. Whew. David Rush Jr. said, it's Brunson dribble, ISO, shoot 2 out of 3 possessions. Yeah. And, you know, that is great offense in a really close game where you want your stars to be stars, and Jalen Brunson has proven, like, yeah, he'll pull those games out more often than not. But, you know, when things are going Karl-Anthony Towns' way, like, he's a star. Play through him. If Anunoby's got it going, play through him. Bridges got it going, play through him. Like, there's 5 guys on the court, and all 5 of these guys are capable of going off. We've seen them do it. And in high-profile games, if you get too predictable, you become easy to guard. Brian said, it's not too much to watch. Then he has only a 3-second segment. JK, I don't even know. I haven't seen it yet. We can talk about all this during the next game. We might be facing them in the finals. We need to know as much as possible about them. I don't know what my guy Brian's talking about. I'm in the middle of a conversation I think he's having. Isaiah Gardner said, I also feel like they don't have good ball handlers on the team. That is also another issue. You know, it's why Jalen Brunson consistently brings the ball down against full court pressure. It's not great. It is very annoying that they don't consistently bring help to him or just have Mikal Bridges bring the ball down. They've done that a little bit. That was part of the excitement in the Mikal Bridges trade of like, hey, Mikal Bridges can handle the ball a little bit. He's not a great ball handler, but he can handle the ball a little bit. And Mikal Bridges has proven to not be a good enough ball handler. They don't trust him to bring the ball down consistently against certain matchups, against full court presses. They don't trust Anunoby. To be fair, Anunoby also not a very good ball handler. Josh Hart is essentially their second best ball handler. Now, since the Alvarado trade, he's their next next best ball handler. But he doesn't share the court with Brunson all that often. David Jr. said, any Deuce news? Let me check my guy Ian Begley. He just posted again. No. The only update was from Begley earlier in the game. Where he reported that McBride is doubtful to return and is being evaluated. Sports hernia surgery repairs damaged or torn tendons that attach to the pelvis. In some cases, tendons that attach to the thigh, which is where your groin muscles are, which is the area he was grabbing when he ended up leaving. But he walked off very gingerly. I think it's a groin pull. And hopefully it's not like a 3 or 4 week injury, which groin pulls can sometimes be, and it is simply just maybe a week or 2 injury, which brings us to the end of the season. So he's done for the regular season, and we probably won't see him to the playoffs. Hopefully he'll be ready for game 1 of the playoffs, but nothing is now guaranteed with Deuce McBride. That's really rough timing on the injury now. Really sucks. But with that being said, we're going to end it right there. Just that said, OG, better just be trying to leak out and catch lobs versus the Rockets. But that is going to wrap us up here. Clippers beat the Bucks. Pacers beat the Heat. Nets beat the Kings. Celtics beat the Hornets. Raptors beat the Magic. Trailblazers beat the Wizards. Rockets beat the Pelicans. And the Thunder, of course, beat the Knicks here tonight. With that being said, like I said, we will be back tomorrow, 7 o'clock start time. So we will be live at 6:30 as usual. We're going to go through the doubleheader. We're going to get it going. And with that being said, shout out to all of the channel members, whether you were gifted a membership or you decided to become one all on your own. I appreciate you guys nonetheless. It's been a long day. It was an unfortunate ending for our New York Knicks yet again. And with that being said, remember guys, brush your teeth for bed, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.